Okay, again, on the record,
Okay.
I had put A and W at a high A, but because they've never had it, we're moving it to a low B. I believe Matthew has taken off his sweatpants and Michael has moved his
Indeed.
laundry.
Soon to take off my boxers as well.
Okay. All right. So yeah, this is the whole list here.
Okay. What's the like when you clicked on this template, did they say like these are the nationwide ones or are they including
This was
regional
called the
ones?
best fast food slash fast casual restaurants tier list.
Okay.
Do you not
Modified
like this one?
2019. No, I like it. I was just
It
I was
had
looking at it trying to
67.
I was trying to think like is there anything that's missing, but it looks good.
Okay, cool. All right, perfect. All right,
Fuck,
so
I'm gonna
the next
lose
one, Michael,
this.
here we go.
All right. So the next one's gonna be Arby's, right? My nipple almost came out on camera.
It's okay, they cannot see that.
Okay. So Arby's, hands down, one of the worst fast food places I've ever been.
Whoa.
It's like you literally get a sandwich, you're like, yes, okay, I want a sandwich with some beef, but I don't want to go to a place where it's fresh, right? I want a sandwich, but it's not fresh. I want it thrown at me in my car at the window, kind of fucking place.
You want to be able to taste the plastic.
Yeah. And it's literally like you order like the roast beef sandwich, like the simplest thing on the menu. And they're gonna put beef, cheese, roast beef, bread, and you're just like, this isn't a fucking sandwich. It's like they just like had extra in the back and no one orders it because no one goes to Arby's and they just slap it on a and they call it fucking meal. Like, excuse me? Plus, we also called one of my exes Arby's because she had the meats.
Very funny.
So I don't want to see
Where
it
did she have the
anywhere.
Okay.
meats?
Only for our non-religious fans.
Michael, if I must, where did she have the meats?
I'm gonna.
Okay, cool.
I think it would be D tier.
You just ignored Matthew's question?
I am. It's okay.
All right.
Pleading the fifth.
Not funny enough for
Okay.
this guy. All right.
So Matthew, any opinions on Arby's? Any opportunity?
Uh, Zero opinion. I've never been to Arby's based off of the same assumption. Based off of Michael's very testimony, I always assumed that it was, uh, for lack of better vocabulary, dog shit.
Yeah,
Hmm.
they like try to keep forcing it to be popular in like social media. Like, we have the meats. Check out our commercial. We got a new burger. Like,
Right.
if you start off as like a roast beef place and that don't work, you got to find some new gig because they're just trying to have everything now. And if like it's the last option, you're like, hey, I want a sandwich. Let me go to Jersey Mike's. Let me go to Firehouse Subs. Let me go to Subway, right? For some quality meat on bread that you, I guess, didn't want to make at home. And
Hmm.
I can't stand Arby's. I just don't understand why it's still in business.
Okay. My experience with Arby's is I had the chicken tenders there once when I was about 8 years old, and I remember thinking they were all right. So that's all I have to add to this conversation. So,
Okay,
so
Final
Michael,
placements.
D
yeah,
tier.
think it's a D tier. So you don't think it's bottom of the barrel?
No, because I have one coming up that's bottom of the barrel.
Oh, oh, okay. That is like your standard for shit. Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. All right, Matthew, you want to introduce this next one?
I'm just gonna jump to one that I know because
Are
like
we
these
jumping
next
No, we're
around or
going in
are we going
order.
in order?
we're
Sorry, we're
going in
going in
order.
order.
Okay, because like
Oh
these
shit.
next like four, I'm just like okay, I've never. What is
We can
this?
speed run them.
Oh, that's
Four.
Boston Market. That's Boston Market. Okay, Baja Fresh.
I
Okay,
gotta put
so
this.
I only just recently had Baja Fresh like this past year for the first time.
Oh, so you have had
Uh,
it.
I have had it. Um, and I'm pretty sure that's what actually. No, actually no. I'm sorry. I'm mixing it up. I'm thinking of Buca de Beppo. I've never eaten that Baja. I've never eaten that
Is it?
Baja Fresh.
I don't remember what Baja Fresh is either. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But there was a Baja Fresh near us, um, but and I did have it a long time ago, but like genuinely no memories of it.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
So
Let
should
me
we
see if I
put
remember.
make
Hang on.
it
Let me
never
just
have?
quickly.
Okay. Oh
Let
yeah.
me
Take
quickly.
take a quick Google. Let me know what it looks like
Yeah.
because I do remember.
Is this a sandwich place?
No. It's like it's
It's a
Mexican.
Is it
Mexican
like a
place.
Mexican restaurant?
It's like a Mexican grill place. I can't remember if this is the place that had it was like it was
Oh,
like buffet style. There was a place that was like buffet style, but
buffet
I
style?
I don't know if it's Baja Fresh. It might
Hang
even
on.
be
If they
Baja Fresh.
have something.
I might be thinking of
No,
Caesar's
I
actually.
Mexican grill. It's not like a
Yeah.
I don't recall ever having
Do you
this, and
remember
I don't
what
want to
you
make
guys know
an
where Mr.
opinion.
Mojitos is?
Yeah.
No.
Didn't that used to be a Baja Fresh?
I don't think so. I think it was McDonald's, then it was what's it? Sonoma Chicken Coop.
Oh, Sonoma. You're
And
right. I'm thinking of
Oh,
Sonoma
that's what I'm
Chicken Coop.
thinking of.
That's what I was
yeah.
thinking of too. Yeah, I don't know
Okay.
if I've ever had
Yeah.
Baja Fresh.
I've never had it, so I
Okay,
don't want
we're going
to.
in the never had then.
Okay.
Also,
Blimpies never had.
also for the record, people shit on Sonoma Chicken Coop. The barbecue chicken pizza over there was gas and is still
I will
gas.
shit on
We can
Sonoma
continue.
Chicken Coop till the day I die because I've
We,
never had a good experience there.
we can
Yeah.
continue.
Okay. This is something. I wish Sonoma Chicken Coop was on this list, but I don't think we'll get that lucky. That could spark some good discussion.
No,
Yeah,
No.
Blimpies. I've never had, never
never
heard
had.
of.
Don't even know what that is.
Is that Bojangles?
Yes.
Is that is this a real place?
So
Yes.
Blimpies was founded in New Jersey.
We don't need that many details. What kind of fucking
It
restaurant
was
is
founded in
this?
New Jersey. It's a sub place. It
It's a
was
sub?
yeah. There's about 156 locations left in America.
There's a Blimpies in San Antonio? I just doxed myself.
Oh, it's okay.
There's
I said
two.
I said Blossom Hill Road earlier.
There's yeah, there's two. There's
The
one not that
closest
far
one to
from me.
us, Matthew, is in Bakersfield.
I just
Wow.
really oh my god.
So we
Oh,
can
it's
make a
in
little
San
day
Mar.
trip.
Mm.
Go try that.
We
Yeah, I'll
can come
meet you
back
down
and
there.
update it.
No,
How
we'll
about
go
can
together.
we add a category
No,
that's
no, no.
like
I'll meet you.
going to try?
I'm a little busy that day, so like I'll catch up with you. You know, it's like on the way back from the thing I'm going to. You know,
Bro, why don't you
Yeah.
want to try new food places with me?
what's the next restaurant?
Looks like it's Bojangles.
Bojangles. Okay, let's go
Going to try. So is Blimpies a place that's going to try? Do you,
No.
Michael?
Oh, I've heard about
Well,
Bojangles.
hold on, Michael. I've added this category going to try. Are you
It's
trying
also in San
Blimpies?
Antonio. Opens at 5:30 in the morning. Oh, yeah, that's on the far west. I can't go that far.
Sounds like a no.
You see, Michael, you are not trying Blimpies.
No.
Why did I add this
I
category?
make better sandwiches
Why did I add this
at
going to
home.
try category?
I'm sorry.
Okay, so
It's
we
for
have
content, bro.
Bojangles.
It's for content.
Again, another place. I know it's like chicken and
It is
biscuits.
it's a chicken and biscuit kind of restaurant.
I've heard of it.
Apparently, I've heard it's pretty good,
I've never
but
had
I'm
it.
such a simple white bitch that I just stick to like the usual chicken places.
Yeah, never had it. Matthew, you never had it?
Never had it.
Yeah.
There's 818
Eh,
locations, so decent amount.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay,
Next up, Brian's Classic.
Boston Market. Now,
I will go on record.
before I get into my whole spiel, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts.
I've never had it.
Never had it.
Wow. Okay.
Never even thought about having it.
Nope,
So Boston
not
Market
once.
is for me a place of a lot of ups and a lot of downs.
Oh boy.
It's one of my
Wow.
dad's favorite places to go.
Okay.
We would get it a lot, and we got it to the point. Basically, you can go in there. You can get like rotisserie chicken. You can get turkey. And then you get to pick some sides. Usually the mashed potatoes, which were fantastic always, and the mac and cheese, which was also quite good. But they also had some green sides, broccoli, corn, sweet corn, stuff like that.
Okay.
Um, Overall, it was and like biscuits and what have you. Overall, it was pretty good, but as I said, very tumultuous relationship with this place.
That was a big word.
There was a thank you. There was a period when when we got it almost every week because my dad was obsessed with it, and I just started to
Okay.
hate the taste of the turkey and the chicken there so much so that I stopped liking turkey and chicken completely.
Oh, and
just
like
Oh
overall.
damn.
yeah,
Oh
just like the
wow.
thought of eating anything turkey or chicken related would get me sick because
Whoa.
like I just could
Dang.
not stand it. But and then after not having it for
That's some deep-rooted
a period
trauma
of
you got
time,
there.
yeah. After not having it for a period of time, a couple of years, it did kind of grow back on me, and I was sad to see it leave its location.
Okay.
over on Blossom Hill across the street
I
from the
do
Oakridge
remember
Mall.
that one because I went to
Yeah.
Noah's Bagels and it was like 2 buildings down. I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
never
I
went.
mean, it's literally it was always across the parking lot from In and Out, so it was always kind of there, you know.
Oh, I'm
And
thinking of the other one by the classic car wash over
oh,
by
was there one over there? Didn't know.
yeah.
I didn't know.
Okay,
Are you not
so
thinking
Brian,
of
this one's
like
on you.
Baker's Square?
Dude,
Okay.
I haven't been back there in years.
Right,
I
right,
couldn't
right,
tell
right. Fair
you.
enough. So Boston Market, I mean, at the end of the day, this is for me a kind of a very, very. There are people who I know would die by this rotisserie kitchen. Um,
Okay.
I would probably put it. You see, this is where I'm lacking the expertise with Arby's. For me, I think it's probably a C tier restaurant ultimately. I'm gonna drop it in C tier. And we
Okay.
we might move that around, but
Okay.
to start off.
All
All
right.
right.
Who wants to take the next one?
I think we let Matt take this one. Finally, one
No,
I
you
will
will
can talk
take.
about.
Let me take.
no. I want the
Let me take
Canes.
Raising. I
No.
want
I want
Canes.
Canes.
I
I
want
want
Canes.
Canes. I want Canes.
Okay, fine. I'll take Burger King. I'll
Okay.
take Burger King. All right. So next up, we got Burger King. Right. I don't love or hate Burger King. It is. I haven't also had it in. I want to say close to 4 years.
Hmm.
So the reason is I don't love it or hate it is because I don't know about Matt, but like with our high school friend group, we had quite a few fond memories of just going to Burger King, shooting the shit after school. We went
Absolutely.
quite often, quite often.
Quite often. At least once. It was a once a
Um,
week thing. But yeah.
once
Yeah.
once or twice a week kind of thing. And then I think I've had it one couple more times in when I was in the military. But other than that, I mean, it's got good food. It's decent. I mean, it's pretty raunchy. You don't want to sit at the tables too long. You might get chlamydia, kind of thing. Um, I would, if it was up to me, I'd put it at C tier because it's a good all around. Like you can't really go wrong. You know what to expect.
Hmm. Okay. Matthew,
Okay.
any thoughts? Or do you want me to? Do you want to be the closer?
Uh, I have not eaten very much at Burger King across my entire lifespan. The only thing I've really indulged in, and this is because of Shiar and those hangouts, is the chicken fries.
Mm.
And
The chicken
the
fries.
chicken fries,
Preach.
also the ices. They were one of the few
That's
fast
I
food
true.
never
places
had the
that were
ices.
doing
That's
ices.
true.
Never had the ices. Damn. The
Um,
can I say one more thing? Now
uh,
you brought up the ices. If you
in
taken just the regular fries and dip them in the chocolate milkshake, it was like top tier.
I never did that. Honestly, I didn't start doing that until like a few years ago.
It's top
Uh,
tier. Burger King had it right. Like the combination, the saltiness to the frothiness of the shake. It was just perfect.
but But yeah, I've only ever had the chicken fries, and much like how it's going to affect my argument for this next place, it's that one thing at Burger King that really brings it up like a
Mm-hmm.
tier for me. And
Mm-hmm.
so I'm completely fine with leaving it at C tier, but if it gets bumped up to a B tier, I would not be
I would
angry.
not argue either.
Okay.
But I
Interesting.
think I think the highest C tier above Boston Market.
Okay. Okay.
Brian?
Burger King. I mean, I'm in a similar situation with as you, Michael. A lot of memories of going to the Burger King. Can't really remember what the fuck we talked about.
No, but we
But
did talk for
I
quite a
remember I remember
while.
going to the place, and we would go there, and we would no joke sit there for like an hour, hour and a half.
I would literally get texts from my parents. When are you coming home? I'd
Yep,
be like, oh
yep,
shit, I gotta go.
yep. Some good times though, good discussions. Genuinely don't know. We were just shooting the shit. It was a simpler time, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, Matthew, similar to you, the chicken fries. I live and die by the chicken fries there. They are my
Yep.
go-to
Are they
meal.
not
To
a
this day.
staple? Is it seasonal? I don't
No,
know.
no,
No, they're
they
staple.
they are a staple. They are always there.
Okay.
They have
A
now like
God-given staple, if you
they
will.
have like a spicy chicken fries now. You can try and get.
Mm,
I've yet to
Okay.
have those.
mm.
Good to
I am
know.
a bitch when it comes to spice.
I believe I've had those at the Hawaii International Airport, and they were pretty good.
Oh,
Huh. I
this
didn't know they
recent
had.
trip, this past
Okay.
trip.
On this recent trip, yes.
Oh,
Funny how things work out like that.
Yeah.
dang. Do
Jeez.
you have them by yourself?
I did. I mean, oh yeah, yeah, I was in the I had the same flight as Ashcon and Christina, but yeah, I had them by myself.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
I was actually late to the flight.
What? You guys were in the
It's
same
very
place, no?
Oh shit.
well,
Okay.
yes, but I went to go get the fries, saw they were still boarding. Then I was like, okay, I can go to the bathroom, and I think was starting to shit in the bathroom, and they were on the last group, about to finish up boarding.
Oh my.
It's such a
I
That's
could,
Matthew
one way to
story.
leave
I could be
Hawaii.
misremembering this, like just for the sake of embellishment, but I remember it being like pretty close to when they were
That is
um
funny.
about to
That
be
is really
done.
good. Nice.
Um, okay, I do have a couple more thoughts here with Burger King. First of all, flame grilled burgers. That's something that I really appreciate at Burger King. You know, the McDonald's patties, the Burger King patties are a different breed. They are grilled. Like you can tell, like they've got that flame grill specialty. And I mean
Okay.
they say that, and I think they are, in my opinion. I mean, it depends on the day, but I think there are days where they are better than the McDonald's burgers for me in terms of a
Okay.
quick bite to eat. And then you guys touched on the fries, and I just real fast want to say this might be a contentious kind of opinion here, but the Burger King fries are one of, if not the best fries, or none.
Okay.
Ooh,
I will
I
agree to
ooh,
like the
disagree.
saltiness. I like the big size, the chunkiness of the
go
fries.
pop off. I like this. I
I'm
like this
You
take.
go, Queen.
I'm a
Yeah,
big
talk your shit, Brian.
big supporter of the Burger King fries, honestly. Like
Okay.
genuinely, I think I like them more than McDonald's fries on average, which might be a
Mm.
big some heated comments.
Mhm. No
Um,
comments
but
here yet.
well, on this video when I post it.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
so
Before we have what's about to be one of a big dilemma, I'd like to veto a piss break
okay,
before the next item.
yeah, should we decide where this goes? For me, I would say low B tier as well.
Okay,
Yeah,
B tier is
That's
fine by
that's
low
me.
kind of what
tier.
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Now, in my opinion, I would put it above A and W, below A and W, but because as you know, I think A and W is an A tier. But
That's fine.
Also, you want to do this by like Smash rankings? They'll do S tier, then they'll do high tier, mid
no,
tier, low
no, we're
mid
not
tier.
No,
doing
Okay,
that's
that.
okay, okay,
way
Nah,
okay,
too
nah, nah, nah,
confusing.
nah, nah,
okay,
nah.
okay, 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 okay.
I just think, like for me, A and W is
As long
better, but I've already explained why I think that. But I think just
I
because
will
Burger
I
King
will take the
is,
fight and say let's put it above because it has a larger audience.
okay, I'll
Mm.
agree with that. Okay,
Okay.
we're doing a piss
So
break.
yeah, quick piss break, like
Quick
five
piss break.
minutes.
All right, I'm gonna pause.
When you start selling shit, although free up tier on this dude, about to get dunked on.
Okay,
Showdown.
The
I am.
big chicken
We are
showdown.
back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back.
We are back,
So
and
next up is Raising Cane's Matthew, I
Oh, here we
believe.
go. Here we go.
okay. Forgive me if I sound like I get distracted at some point because I'm playing a Hearthstone game at the same time. But honestly,
Well,
that's reflective
sponsor
of
segment.
how little this place means to me. The next place is Raising Cane's, and it has gotten nothing but like like astronomical amount of praise on social media, in person. Like there's one, it was huge news when there was one that moved to Oakland, and now there's another one opening up at fuck, where is it? It's someplace nearby. I think it's Valley Fair or Oak, one of those, just like one of the ones in the area. I think this is some of the most mid fucking chicken I've had in my life. It's good. Don't I won't kid you, it is good, but the only fucking reason why this place gets any kind of praise is because of the sauce. Like most good fast food places or restaurants, if you're nice with the sauce, you're gonna get that publicity real easy. It's just gonna come to you. So I would personally put it in like C tier. I don't think it's worth, anything that it's really been getting, but if it's if it's late at night and it's there, I won't say no to it.
Okay. Okay. Brian, do you want to go first, or you want me to do my spiel?
Yeah, sure. I've never had it.
Hmm.
Well, I was hoping to get more prep time, but
Uh,
shit.
I mean, I've never had it. Similar to Matthew, I've heard very good things about it. Like people, I feel like praise it a lot. I think even you, Michael, praise it quite a bit. Um,
We were kind of spoiling what I was about to do, but it's okay.
well, I mean, you'll obviously have your spiel,
Yeah, okay.
but
I
yeah.
love Raising Cane's.
Okay.
And I love it for the simple fact it is simple. It is the simplest thing you can fucking want, right? You pull in the drive-thru, you walk up to the counter, you're like, chicken. I didn't come here for anything else, right? Matt is 100% correct, though. This is some of the middest tier chicken, right? But the sauce alone is what's keeping Raising Cane's in business. And I can't tell you the many times I would go to Raising Cane's in El Paso, even here in other part of Texas that I live now. Um, that won't be named. Um, I haven't been to any of the California. There's always those big dilemmas. It's like, oh, different parts of the country use different parts of the bird or different chicken, how they raise it and stuff, and it's different. Like there's like with patties and like meat patties and stuff. I'll get into it later, but like Raising Cane's, man, it's so good. I understand it's like overhyped. It's definitely one of those like pushing way too hard with like Post Malone, the Dallas Cowboys. Who else just got involved with it? Ice T, Ice T was a thing. I think some of those media stunts could probably just stay out the door. It's definitely a really good fast food chicken place.
Mhm.
Um, and like I said, I've been to it so many times, and I have such fond memories of it. They put one on Fort Bliss in El Paso, like 2 blocks from our barracks, and I would
Mm.
literally go almost way more often than I should have.
I remember this period. Yeah, this was when I
It,
remember hearing a lot of the praise from you.
it definitely, it's definitely a good restaurant in my heart. I will always love it, even though, like Matt said, chicken's mid, the sauce is great. Smother it, just 2 sauce, fucking dump it on everything. You're gonna have a good time.
Mm.
Well said.
If we're going into the tier list, I'm gonna have to settle. He says C. I'm
I do have a
fine.
quick question for you before we decide this.
What?
You talked about the sauce. Is this, would you say, the best sauce from like any of these like fast food places, like Chick-fil-A,
Um,
like Lavix orange
okay,
sauce?
let's go chicken
Okay,
sauce.
okay, it's the best.
Bacon.
So it's better than Chick-fil-A sauce.
I
Mm.
will save what I have to say for Chick-fil-A when we get there.
I'm just asking, like you're really hyping the sauce up.
Sauce is what makes Raising Cane's amazing because it's not something you're expecting,
Hmm.
Okay, okay.
and it goes good on everything: the toast, the chicken, the fries, the coleslaw. I know some people don't eat the slaw. Slaw is life,
Mm.
but
Yeah, yeah.
you just throw some sauce on it. Everything is. It's just you could put it in your fucking lemonade and it probably tastes amazing. The sauce is great.
Interesting.
But
Okay.
it's literally if they took away the sauce and they're like, "Hey, we're just chicken. You can get ketchup, mustard, or mayo at the fucking counter," they'd be out of business in a fucking day.
Yeah. They'd be a
So,
lot like the next guy we have.
Oh, no. Hold on. We'll
yeah.
get there.
So let's.
What?
I would,
Canes. Yeah.
based off my experience alone, how much I love Raising Cane's, I will settle for nothing less than B tier.
Ooh.
You guys are gonna have to discuss. Yeah.
I wanted
So
A,
that's where you would settle, Michael. Where would you put it on your own tier list? I'd love
A
to hear.
tier, A tier,
It's
hundred
an A
percent A
tier for
tier.
you. Okay.
A tier
Okay.
is so
So
crazy. Okay,
then the middle ground would be B tier because you said A tier, Matt said
I
C
will
tier.
because Matt said C. I will compromise and go B.
So the middle ground would be B tier.
I guess I'm okay with B tier.
Hmm. Okay. Now where?
I mean, no, definitely above
I
what we got
compromise,
there.
Matt. You do what you need to. I say B's fine. I'll let it sit at B.
Yeah, B is where I think it can live.
Okay. All right.
Uh, fuck.
I'm fine with this.
How am I
Okay.
gonna win this fucking game?
All
Okay.
right.
Carl's Jr.
Carlos Jr.
I have a pit. I've had it in the past.
Okay.
I will say. So I do have some opinions about Carl Jr., but I will let y'all go first.
right? I mean, hey, it's another. Let's get ready for another set of Brian's hot takes. The burgers here are some of the best burgers, bar none.
Not a hot take.
Whoa.
100% agree.
Bar none.
Whoa.
Carl's Jr.
They have
burgers.
some good.
I
Are we
had no
roping?
joke. I had a Carl's Jr.
Question.
burger for lunch today.
Are we wrapping Carl's Jr. in with Hardee's because it's basically the same place?
Yes, yes. Yeah,
Or
it's
is
just
Hardee's
a
a
name
separate
difference.
option on this?
No, no, no.
Okay.
It's Carl's Jr. slash
Oh
right.
shit! I'm
Okay.
Because
fine.
this place Checkers is also known as Rallies. That's how I know it.
Yes. Yeah, I know Checkers, but I don't know Rallies.
Yeah, but it's also known as Rallies, and it's the same place. But
Okay.
yeah, Carl's Jr. Hardee's same place.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure.
Yep. But yeah, burgers, genuinely a huge fan. Also, when I was a young kid, I loved the chicken stars. I loved.
Never don't recall that,
Oh,
but
oh my God! I would get the chicken stars, and I would like eat off each of the stars, like, and I would think it's Patrick's star, and I would eat off each star, like I'm killing him.
oh, okay. That's a hot take.
I'm just being honest.
Okay.
Fries are definitely an area where, I mean, they're fine. Very, very middle of the road fries for me, in my opinion. Drink options are fine. I believe it's Coca-Cola products, so you can't go wrong there. Yeah, I mean, I just genuinely like the burgers there. Even if you just get like a plain burger, like just like a like a meat cheese bun, like just basic.
Yeah,
I
the
think
famous
that
star.
oh my God, I like something about like the patties are big too. Like the patties are not
Oh
like
yeah,
your
it's a
average
big
size.
burger. It's
It's a
definitely
big
it's.
burger, and
There's
I
some
know
might
it's
call it a Whopper if you if you mind.
wrong, wrong fast food
Shit.
joint, wrong fast food joint. But they're a big burger, and it's expensive. The price is there, right? Like I think for my
Okay.
meal today, I paid like $15.
But if we're talking price, there's some good ones coming up right now.
Oh, for sure, for sure. But
Yeah.
with that $15, just keeping that in mind. I mean,
Okay.
for me, this is a easy high B tier for me,
Okay.
personally. But yeah, please let me hear your thoughts.
Matt, anything?
Never had it.
Okay.
But based off of what Brian said, I always assumed
Bro, we're
that it
going this weekend. I'll
Yeah,
go
I
tomorrow.
always-
You want to go tomorrow?
Ooh, okay. Sorry, we got plans.
I always assumed that Carl's
Shit.
Jr. was kind of in the same tier as Arby's, where it's just like it kind of seems like processed garbage to me. But if Brian
We're
is
gonna have
saying
a
this is
burger.
like this is some of the best burgers he's
My
ever had.
opinion, yes.
Okay.
If they're open right now. You want to go right now?
They are open right now. That is crazy.
No,
I'm unfortunately
if
a couple
I
hours
right
ahead of
now,
y'all.
I'll be up till
but-
3 a.m. I can't.
Well, I feel like it's a sacrifice we have to make.
Yeah, but Michael, Buzz Jr.
All right. Carl's Jr. also holds a very close place in my heart. I haven't had it in over 10 years, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm saying it because when I was a wee little lad, a little bit shorter than I am today, not by much though, before my grandma passed in 2013, me and her would go to Carl's Jr. almost religiously.
Man.
So it was, I don't know if it was locale or the reason why we just go so much. Maybe she liked it too. I unfortunately can't ask her opinion, so I'm holding on to her
Yeah,
bias
Matthew, that's
myself.
so insensitive of Matthew to fucking bring that up.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Anyway,
He really brought up his dead grandmother.
That's so fucked up. It's okay.
Yeah.
We'll handle it in post-production.
Hey,
But
may she rest in dirt. Let's keep going.
she's actually burned into an urn. So, I mean...
Don't tell me where it is. I'll
Sorry.
dash into the ocean.
Just cut this part out. But
Yep.
so Carl's Jr. is definitely one of the higher tier burgers I've had. I've also seen it as Hardee's traveling east when I had to do work out East Coast wise.
Right.
It took me a while to realize it was the same restaurant. I have, like I said, I counting Hardee's with Carl's Jr. I haven't had in like 10 years, and I'm totally fine with that because it was just a fond memory now.
Right.
They might have changed
the memory
nowadays,
keeps it
but
alive.
so based on what I remember, my order was a famous star.
Fuck. Sorry.
basic ass burger, the double star, famous double star or something that was like a double patty. I can't remember the name.
Okay.
And then fries and a milkshake because I'm a milkshake fiend.
Very good. Yeah, I'm a
Um,
big Carl guy personally.
yeah, his
Very good.
commercials were. Oh no, I'm thinking Jack in the Box. Never mind. Yes, I was. Carl's Jr. What did you say, Brian? For tier?
For me, it's a high B tier,
I would put it above Burger King.
but not above Cane's.
No.
See, I would put it above Cane's, but we'll listen to you.
Okay.
Okay, Checkers slash Rallies. It's a place I've heard of. I've never had it. I know it's like a drive-in kind of old-fashioned burger
Yeah,
place.
I've never had it either.
Hamburgers, hot dogs, French fries, milkshakes, the like. Um, it's more of a Midwest kind of area. Um,
It's big out here. Yes.
yeah, I know. I
Well,
remember
not
seeing
here,
one in
but
DC. Um,
out this way.
but yeah, it's kind of like that, that drive-in style, like almost Sonic-esque, I would say.
Yeah.
But I've
I've
never
never
had
had
it.
it, so I don't want to weigh an opinion. So yeah,
I'm
going
gonna
to
try it
try.
one day, bro.
Okay, I'm fine with that
Just to
because
make use
I'll
of the
probably try it.
category.
Yeah, it's
I
getting no
fucking made
love.
this category. I gotta put something in there.
We got to put something in F tier and A and
Oh,
S.
don't worry. This next one's going in FTO.
Okay. I will weigh in first because I think my opinion's pretty unpopular. I'm not a huge fan of Chick-fil-A. I do have a massive order when I do feel like having it. I would prefer Cane's over Chick-fil-A, and that's why I think I have a very one-sided opinion on this. Chick-fil-A is great, don't get me wrong. Their chicken in some ways are better than Raising Cane's.
Hmm.
The sauce variety is very mid. People will live and die by the Chick-fil-A sauce, and I do not agree that it is good. It is just a sauce. It's just like the best sauce in my opinion is the sweet and sour or sweet and hot sriracha, whatever
Okay.
it's called. The green one.
Right.
I don't have an issue. My major issue with it is it's always closed the day you want it most. You're gonna go wake up on a Sunday, get off work on Sunday, like, ooh, chicken sounds great. Ah, guess it's Sunday. I gotta wait another day. I guess I'll go to Cane's. That's my mindset.
Okay.
But I do, like I said, I have a monumental order. I have yet to have. Oh no, there was one time in South Carolina they messed up our order completely. We had no problem getting it corrected though, but it was still like the first infraction I've ever had. The customer service is great. You always see the memes and stuff. Like, no, like it's an honor to serve you, and you're just like, oh, like I feel so prestigious walking in this place. And like they have great staff. Never had an issue with staff. Never had an issue with like the drive-throughs. Other people in the store, yes, but that's because people are annoying. Um, so if I was going to put it into a rank, I would definitely add it to. I'd put it low B tier for a compromise. If it was up to me personally, I'd probably put it C tier.
Wow. Fascinating. Um, I'll jump in here. For me, I think Chick-fil-A is one of the greats. Perfect? No, but definitely in terms of fast food, it's not only is it kind of that healthy alternative, but the quality is pretty consistent from location to location. You roll up to a Chick-fil-A, you know what you're getting. It's not going to be something like the chicken's not going to taste different. It's the same kind of chicken everywhere you go, in my opinion. Um, I'm also not a big fan of the Chick-fil-A sauce personally. People praise it. People buy gallons of it.
Oh my
To
god,
me,
yeah.
it's I don't even really use it. I tried it once, didn't like it. Tried it again later on when I thought my tastes were refined. Again, didn't like it. So hey, it's the sauce, not me,
What? Taste
guys.
buds change every 7 years or something?
Yeah, I don't remember. You're right. I forgot about that. But yeah, but in terms of overall quality, I mean, I'm a big fan of the waffle fries. I love
Waffle
the chicken
fries are
sandwich.
top tier.
And then when I'm trying to get something healthier, the grilled chicken cool wrap for me is like perfect. Lettuce, cheese, chicken, all in a wrap. it's like a perfect little healthy treat to eat. Tastes great
Okay.
too. Um, yeah, for me, honestly, if this was a list and just looking kind of at everything we have here, just by a glance without discussing too much, Chick-fil-A would probably
Oh,
be a high A tier for me, maybe even an
okay.
S tier after rearranging. But I'd probably put it to start at a high A for myself personally.
Okay.
Matthew?
Sorry, I'm trying to talk my friend off the ledge of becoming somebody's sneaky link. What are we talking about?
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A all around, solid pick. Not my personal favorite, but I get the hype. The sauce, from what I remember, is okay. Maybe it's just been a while since I've been there. Chicken's satisfactory. Fries are pretty good. Their shakes are really good. I put them at a B tier.
Milkshakes are pretty good. Okay. B tier's fine.
Well, this B tier is about to be so crowded. All right, now where would you guys in B tier?
Okay, fine. Just for the sake of content, I will allow A tier. But that also means Canes has to go A tier.
No, I'm fine with putting in B tier, but I'm just saying that like we're just gonna have a crowded B tier. This could be all B. I have a feeling B's gonna be the highest it goes.
No, we got some pretty good knockers coming up right now.
But will everyone agree? We'll see.
We'll see.
Okay,
All right,
Chipotle's up next.
my
I'm happy to go
my
first on
baby.
this one.
Go ahead, Brian. Go ahead.
I hate Chipotle. Legitimately, I hate Chipotle. I don't know. Maybe it's just like to me, it's just like shitty Mexican food. Like some people think it's great. I really don't think it's that good. Um, don't
Okay.
know who just joined and
I
left.
don't know who that was either.
Um,
Picture of Kratos.
didn't Chipotle have that Ebola outbreak or something? What was the outbreak it had?
Yeah, but there's been
The
quite a
food
few places that
poisoning.
I've had food poisoning incidents on this list.
Yeah, but
All right.
So
oh,
this is Grov.
Hi. Hello. Sorry, I
We're
joined by accident.
we're making a fast food tier list right now.
Fast food tier list.
Yeah.
Shit.
yeah, we're talking through right now Chipotle and why I think
Okay.
it's garbage.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, in my eyes, I just don't like the food. I think there's better options out there for Mexican food. I think this could be a crazy take. I think Taco Bell's better than Chipotle, and I don't even like Taco Bell that much, as we'll get to later
Okay.
on.
Damn.
Um, yeah,
All right.
that's just kind of
All
Handle
right.
the business.
Wow.
yeah, go
Where would
for
you
it.
put it?
Oh, if I had to put it, honestly, it's a D tier for me. It's not the worst in
Okay.
the world, but yeah,
Mm.
it's not something I'm gonna be. You ain't gonna catch me going there unless everyone's agreeing to go there. And like I'll get something and then people are gonna be like, that's all you getting? I'm gonna be like, yeah, I just want a plain cheese quesadilla, sorry.
But you can only order the quesadillas online.
Oh, great. So I'm not even eating.
Okay. I will go immediately after that. Brian, I respect you as a person, so that's why I'm not bashing on you personally. I'm glad to see your college degree is going towards ludicrous opinions. Um, Chipotle is an S tier in my book. No, correction. It was an S tier. It is now an A tier because it is just too damn pricey. Um, like I said, I've grown up on Chipotle. From Cali to when I was stationed in El Paso, they had one on base. And the sweet thing about the Chipotle on Fort Bliss was, as a military police officer, if you came in to order wearing full gear on duty, you had 50% off your items. So I'm walking out with the fattest burrito you've ever seen, paying only like $7. It was absurd. Um, I have a go-to order, like with most of these places that most of us probably do, but the price of it has just skyrocketed for no reason other than how much popularity the restaurant has grown in. The quality of the food has remained the same, and yes, they did have the Ebola outbreak in like 20 fucking 15, 16, or it might have been more recent, but it has never slowed me down. I've never had an issue with anything there.
It's not Ebola, it's E. coli. That's my mistake.
Oh,
E.
well,
coli
pre
outbreak.
Tony 2012, baby. Um,
2015.
so in my was it?
Yeah.
It was
I
2012.
just looked it up.
Oh shit. So I really high praise Chipotle. Their portion size suck, yes, but if you're like me and the people know you at your local Chipotle, they know how you like it. So I have no complaints with Chipotle, and it's one of my favorite. Like I'm eating fancy, even though it's fast food kind of place. So if it was up to me, A tier. If it was still the old prices that I remember being young, I would put it S tier, but A tier for me.
A tier as it is right now.
Yes.
Okay. Um, I'm in a similar boat as Brian, but also a little bit of Michael. When it was cheaper, pretty goated. Years and years ago, like 2019. I don't know if Gaurav remembers this, but when we were living together, there was a string of time when I was pretty much only eating at Chipotle.
I've been there a couple weeks back to back
It
kind of
was a
thing.
City Sports like right next to it, and it was on the way back from my jujitsu place. So I would just like little pit stop, grab my protein, get home.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I'd say its overall quality has either gone down or very sadly like stayed the same. I'm pretty sure it's gone down at like the majority of places. Um, I will say though, it's never once even been close to giving me food poisoning, so that'll put it in like C tier for me.
Okay. I guess we got another B compromise.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
looks like it's another B tier.
Where'd you put it, Brian?
D.
See, he said D.
Damn. Honestly, I feel like that's what you put it in A tier, right?
I'd say A if it was available, but if we're compromising,
I feel like the compromise here is the C tier. If you put it at D,
yeah, that's what I'm realizing too.
I'm also
High
same
C.
boat C, by the way.
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, okay, we can
I'll
have
Studio audience voting.
yeah, Grok will
Yeah,
be our tiebreaker.
yeah, it's definitely a C. It used to be, as Matthew said, it used to be way higher when the food quality was better, but it's
Okay,
kind of
cool.
gone to shit.
All
It's
right.
too salty, in my opinion, too.
Okay.
Okay.
High sodium.
Got Church's
Church's
Chicken
chicken.
next. I've heard of it,
All
never
Can
right,
I?
had it.
never
I've
had it.
had it.
Okay,
I've had it
Michael.
twice,
Okay.
and both times I've regretted even giving my card
Oh,
before even eating the food. The first time I ever had it was in El Paso off one of the sketchiest streets in El Paso because it's like the first street out the base, right? And there's behind the Taco Bell is a rundown Church's Chicken. I almost said Chick-fil-A, but it's a rundown ass Church's Chicken. And I was experimenting one day. I was like, I've never had Church's Chicken. Might as well give it a shot. So I pull in the driveway or drive through, pull up to like the board to place my order. She can't hear me for some reason. I'm screaming into this thing. Yeah, can I get the combo 3 with a lemonade or whatever? She's like, I can't pull up to the window. I By the time I get to the window, I've already forgotten what I want because I don't know the menu. And I was like, yeah, can I just get this? And she's like, yeah, whatever. And I just like and then I pulled in like a parking lot to eat it because I was like, hey, this might actually be like, let me give it a shot. And like, it's trying to do like the Popeyes thing. I don't know which one came first, so please don't correct me. But like, you get the chicken, you get the fries in the box, and there's also a biscuit. But instead of being like a butter biscuit from like Chipotle or from Popeyes or something, it's like a honey baked biscuit. So it's like glazed in honey. It doesn't really match the rest of the food, and it's even drier than Popeye biscuits. And it's just I took like one bite, and I was like, this ain't worth it. And then I started eating the chicken. The chicken's like the small cut chicken tenders that are just like breaded, and you're just eating bread at that point. And like the lemonade was just too much, like too watered down. It was just I had a terrible experience. Fast forward like 6 years, but I have it again in San Antonio while I was working on one of my work trucks, and we stopped and we're eating it, and it was just like you had to order through those like ballistic windows, and like I just wasn't about it. It had the same consistency. It was just the same like bad time I've had, and for that I will put it F tier.
Okay. I mean, we only have you to trust on this.
There it goes.
Why is Baja Fresh so low? Never had.
Never had.
Don't
Never
understand
had.
it.
Never had.
Damn, it's like I don't even think it classifies in this, does it?
I don't know. It's like
It's on
fast
the
food
list.
plus fast
Casual
restaurant.
Oh,
restaurant. Yeah.
fast casual. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Next up is Cookout.
I've
Never
had
heard
it.
of. Okay, I've never heard of
Never heard
Cookout.
of it
Looks like
either.
it's primarily
Cookout is the
located.
East Coast thing.
Yeah, it looks like it's primarily southeast. So he's like North
Yep.
Carolina,
I
South
when I
Carolina.
was in South Carolina for 3 months,
Oh,
Cookout was right out the gate from the military base I was at.
okay.
Um, and it
Like
is the essential
Bike Grove.
drunk person store or fast food place. It is like if we were doing this list drunk, as I probably should be, this is an easy S tier because the variety in this restaurant alone is absurd, absolutely insane. You got, I don't know if you guys want to pull up the menu or something and look this over, but you can make combos of anything you can imagine at a fast food place. They have it all, everything. And it is if you're eating it sober, is definitely a lower tier item.
Oh damn, yeah,
But
this looks good. Actually. They got milkshakes.
there's they have so much. There's too much on the menu,
What is it?
essentially.
This is a
Cookout.
cookout.
Corn dog hush puppy.
Like I said, I've had
Spicy.
memories of eating it, getting absolutely hammered, and then eating it after our night out at the bar, and it was like eating. Can't say that, but it was pretty good.
Oh shit! Bacon wraps.
It's the service. I mean, South Carolina service is a little iffy. It don't got that southern hospitality. So you walk in, you're like, "What do you want?" And you're like, and you're staring at this menu, and you're just like, "Oh my
What you want,
god!"
nigga?
And
What you want? What you want?
What you
so, I mean,
want?
other than that, it's not something I can go without eating it again. You know, I do have a very bad lactose intolerance, and the cheese in that place almost put me in a coma one time. It was pretty bad because I just had like a milkshake, like 2 quesadillas, like a double cheeseburger, and like a bunch of
You
other shit. And
you were
I
asking
was
for it.
phlegmed, I was shitting and puking, and it was bad.
Oh
But
my
it
god.
was also probably the alcohol.
Nah.
But Cookout, in my opinion, I'm fine with D tier.
Wow, really? I feel like you were hyping
Yeah.
this up.
No, it's just a drunk paradise.
Yeah,
There's nothing more
you
to it.
made me want to go there. So, way you be talking about it. I mean, I feel like
Hmm.
it's a place. For me, it's a place worth trying for sure. If this was on my list, it'd be on the going to try section.
Okay,
This place sounds pretty. All right. Next up is Culver's.
never had it.
Culver's is a place again I've also never had, but I've heard of
Never
it.
had it.
They're known for their frozen custard. I know Culver's frozen custard's kind of a famous thing about it.
Beats me.
Yeah.
For me I mean, we'll put never had, but for me personally, again, this would be a going to try. This is a place
Okay.
I've heard of and I would want to try.
Could we
Del
bundle
Taco.
never had with going to try?
No, because some of these I'm never trying.
Okay. Okay.
Agreed.
Okay. I've had Del Taco.
I have
Okay,
not.
Take it over.
Del Taco, I've only have one memory of it, and it was when I was on a road trip from El Paso. We were going through New Mexico New Mexico, I think it was, and that was the only Del Taco. And I had one of my buddies I worked with in Fort Bliss loved it based on where he's from. I think he's from California, like Southern California. So we swore up and down about it. We went to Del Taco. It was late as night, like late as dick, and then I had like 2 tacos and something else, and I was just like, "This is just, it's just food. Like, there's nothing grand about it." So, I don't have any need to go again. I don't want to. F tier.
Okay. That actually sounds right to me. I've heard really bad things. Taco.
Okay. Now here we go. Here's some of the big runners.
Okay, here we go. Denny's. Now I know we've all had
Denny's.
Denny's.
If
Matt,
you haven't had
we
Denny's,
haven't heard
you're
Matt talk in a
lying.
little bit, so I'd love to hear Matt's take.
Woo! Have we all had Denny's? On a pure sentimental uh argument, Denny's, and let's be real, the Burger Den uh
Oh,
got
oh.
got me, and the Meltdown. I'm pretty sure the Meltdown is them too. Got me through the pandemic because who was there at 2 in the morning when I was off of 100 milligrams of edibles and I had no one else to turn to? The Burger Den and the Meltdown. So I'm gonna put this in like B tier. Really, it deserves like C tier. If I'll give like my actual like objective rating of it, but
Okay.
for me, I'll probably put it at B.
Brian.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we're a Denny's family through and through. Um, I'm a big Denny's supporter, like Matthew said. Burger Den, Burger Den was king, not only when it came to the pandemic, but even now. I had Burger Den probably about a month and a half ago. It still rips. And then Denny's, I mean, like we're a Denny's family for one reason in particular, and that's because of the 55 plus menu. Um, Ever since my dad turned 55, uh, going to Denny's has been an absolute privilege for him. He loves being able to get a Grand Slam, the Denny's Grand Slam for less than $9. Gets two pancakes, four pieces of bacon, scrambled eggs, and toast, all for less than $9. It's an absolute treat.
Okay.
And hey, I love my breakfast food, but I gotta be honest, the other food there isn't terrible. I've even this might sound crazy, but I've had the salmon at a Denny's, and I liked it. I've had it
Okay.
more than once.
Okay.
Um, for me, again, another
That is
Denny's.
definitely a hot take.
I think Denny's would probably be. I mean, obviously it's not, and like price wise, I mean, they've got the $2, $4, $6, $8 menu, like a perfect price range. Like if you
It's
just want to spend two
pretty
dollars,
good
you
price.
can do that. You can just get like two pancakes for $2. That's perfect. I mean, hey, you're going into Denny's, you don't need it. You're not expecting high quality cuisine. You're going into Denny's knowing what it is, and with the value it provides, and the, again, similarly to what I talked about with Chick-fil-A, the consistency it provides. Because I feel like most Denny's, it's very similar, depending on which Denny's you go to. Obviously, there'll be some outliers, but I think most of the time it's pretty consistent. I think I would also put it in B tier personally.
Okay. I won't weigh too much on Denny's because I've only had it so many times compared to a different breakfast fast food place that's coming up. Yeah. So honestly, I've never had an issue with Denny's. Service does take some times if you go on a busy day, but that's just how it is. Price is great. B tier.
Tier, beautiful. Now where in B tier, guys?
I would say
Above
like,
Burger King.
Or should we?
ooh,
Okay, I'm gonna propose something just because we've been going now for 53 minutes and
We
we still have
have
a lot to go. Maybe we don't
mhm.
bother with ordering and we just throw them in a tier
okay.
Okay,
and we
that's
just
fine.
say yeah, it's all
Yeah,
the
that's
same
fine.
tier. Because if we're doing ordering, it's gonna get
This is
fucking
gonna be a
insane.
4 hour episode. All right, that's fine.
It'll
I
go
totally
crazy.
agree.
Okay, perfect, cool. All right, Domino's up
We'll
next.
also speed up. We'll speed up
Yeah,
our
we'll speed it up. We
Domino's
put
is
so much
next.
time in these first couple. Domino's is next. I'm a big Domino's guy as well. Appreciate the $7 carry out price. You can still get like a nice, it's a medium or large. I forget the type of pizza, but you can get that one topping $7 carry out as long as you go pick it up, and I think that's a great price.
Okay.
Pizzas, I think in terms of pizza places that you can get quick and easy, I think it's in the higher end. Um, and then kind of what I said price wise, I think also price wise, it's also kind of in that elite level for me, where it's like it's not, it's good for those on a budget, and when you just want like a good assortment of pizzas, with different customizable options, whether it's like thin crust, uh, pan crust, uh, just whatever you want. I'm big on Domino's. Who
Bless you.
farted?
Continue. Please continue.
Yeah. Nah. We're addressing this right now. uh, no.
Um,
But in terms of pizza places I'm seeing on here, this might be. Mm, no, it's not my top one, but it's definitely up there. This is gonna sound fucking crazy, but this is gonna be another fucking B tier for your boy.
damn.
I'm gonna go C tier. I like have no memories other than it's pizza.
I'm gonna put it in C tier too. Honestly, it's like bottom. Not again, maybe not bottom of fast food pizza, but like it's not like
It's just
that high
pizza.
above it. It's just pizza.
I'll be interested to hear what's because there's one on here that I see, one maybe two that I see that are higher. I'll be curious to hear.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to that. Dairy Queen. You guys ever had Dairy Queen?
Have I've had it like once or twice when I was a kid and I don't remember it.
Matt.
I've had it once and it was just for the fucking milkshake.
Same here. It's a place I want
Is
to
that the
go.
one where they flip it upside down?
Yes,
Really?
Is it?
I'm
Or is
pretty
it
sure.
not
It's called like it's not the Mr. Freeze. What's it called?
Blizzard?
Blizzard.
Blizzard,
Flurry?
yeah.
Blizzard Flurry or whatever?
Blizzard.
Yeah.
Do they flip it? I thought they flipped it upside down.
I thought that was somewhere else, but that might be TQ.
Let me see. Flipped. Blizzard flip. Why do they flip the Blizzard? Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Dairy Queen flips Blizzards to show off their thickness and create a fun selling point.
I show off my thickness all the time and no one flips me over.
Yeah.
Shit.
A customer wanting an extra thick shake that would be on the house if it stayed in the cup when flipped upside down.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's food.
Yeah. This is a place I've never had, but I think I would like to try. But
We can put it in going to try since we don't have that many opinions.
okay, beautiful. El
El
Pollo
Pollo
Loco.
Loco.
Never had.
I've had a lot when I
Never
was
had.
younger, but I haven't had since like middle school
That's
or
okay. Give us
elementary
an
school.
opinion.
It's pretty good from what I remember. Definitely better quality versus something like Taco Bell, and that's pretty much all it has going for you because it's obviously flame fired chicken and like quality tacos to go, like quick tacos that aren't bought out of like a place where you need to bring a translator kind of thing. I had no issue with it other than we went way too often.
How often will you go?
Wait, it was like my sister's favorite. We go way often. I would put it probably C tier.
Okay. Pollo Loco C2. Better than Del Taco in your eyes.
That's D tier.
Oh. Better than
Yeah.
Arby's in your eyes, and better than Cookout.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Firehouse subs.
Firehouse
Ooh,
subs.
here we go.
Mm,
A tier.
mm,
I don't have to
mm,
say anything else. A tier.
A tier. Put it on there.
All right. I mean, I've never had it, so I'm gonna have to take you guys' word for it.
You got to get the meatball marinara.
I always get the New York steamer.
Yeah, sounds good too.
Yeah, steamer's
Okay.
pretty good.
I got a weighted opinion on Five Guys, so I want y'all to go first.
Okay. Brian, unless you have something stronger that you're about to bring out.
I'm just gonna. I mean, I think Five Guys is pretty good. I think it's again. I mean, as I look at these, I'm noticing I trend towards more of the burger places personally, like in my own internal rankings, being higher. But Five Guys is definitely, honestly, maybe the best from in my eyes. No, like the best burger place. And I know it's also real fast, just Barack Obama's favorite fast food restaurant. So does that influence me? Maybe,
Thanks, Obama.
maybe. But yeah,
Okay.
I think Five Guys is pretty goated. This was my personal tier list. It would either be high A or low S tier for me.
Okay. Matt?
Five Guys has always been good. Unlike Cane's, its reputation does not supersede it. Always had good burgers, fresh tasting ingredients. I don't actually know if they are. They also
they can make it taste good. That's all that counts.
but they
Call out.
also got a lot of options. If they're not fresh, they taste high quality. Sauces, they're basic, but they're pretty good. The burger. The meat is good. It's a good burger. I'm pretty sure. Can you ask them like how you want it cooked or
I think so.
yeah.
I
Just the
think they
fact that
yeah, I'm not
just the
sure.
fact that they're asking if that's true, brings it up. Like it just adds to their like tier placement. Shakes, crazy. Shakes have always been crazy.
Never had one.
Brian, your thing is burgers. I'm a milkshake connoisseur. I
I
will let
I
you know.
respect you, Matthew. I love my good
Fi-
milkshakes.
Five Guys has a top tier milkshake out of the fast food places. I would rival it against this place in downtown called My Milkshake. I don't know if either of you have been there,
Nope, I
but
haven't heard of
That's
that.
not
that is
an
my
option
favorite
here.
place. Yeah. I will say my only dispute with it, despite them being good still, is the fries. The fries are some of the most
Right.
oily things I've
I
ever
hate the
held
fries.
Thank you.
That's fair
Thank
enough.
you.
in my life. I hate that the fries do not match the quality of everything else in the restaurant. That being said, they are still pretty good. I would put this in A tier.
This is a easy F tier for me.
Whoa.
Because Obama likes it. I shouldn't have said it. I shouldn't have
No,
fucking
okay.
said
Well, now that you said that, I feel kind of bad. But
it.
F tier, and for the simple facts being, it is the most overpriced fucking burger you can get that comes
Expensive.
out looking like
This is true. It's very
so a
expensive.
fucking kindergartner made it to an idea of what a burger looks like. This thing is absolutely garbage. The fries are terrible. Like, there's no way to describe them literally cutting up a potato and instead of like catching it and putting it, seasoning or something into a deep fryer, they literally cut it and it falls into a deep fryer. And the ones on the ground they pick up and put into the deep fryer. Like, that's how these fries taste. The burgers have fucking no taste to them whatsoever. And yes, the milkshakes are great, but I'm not paying a down payment on my apartment to get another milkshake. Like, it is absolutely absurd the prices people are okay paying for this just mediocre burger.
You know what? You're right, Michael. Because now that I think about it, I never have gone into Five Guys. Maybe like when I first discovered it, I got like the triple threat. You know, the burger, the fries, and the
Yeah.
shake. Ever since then, I've only ever gotten max two of the three, if not just one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is
that's fair enough. I
absolutely
usually only get the burger.
absurd how people pay these prices, and they're like, "This is the best thing I've ever had." That's some white people shit, bro.
On
And
on second thought, I'm gonna lower it to B tier just for that.
I will go F tier, but I will raise it to D tier because I enjoy punching the peanut bags in line.
Okay.
Okay, so if I have it at A, Matt has it at B, you have it at F. Probably ends up like a high D, low C.
C, go C tier,
We'll just see.
high C,
Okay.
top of C.
We're not ranking. We're not
Oh
doing
yeah,
that.
sorry, my bad.
We're not doing so. We'll just say C tier. Okay, IHOP. I'll
A
go
tier.
first just because it's quick for me.
I don't want to say anything, just A tier.
Just A tier for Michael. For me, I think pancakes are kick ass. I never had the burgers when they had the short-lived stint as IHOB.
Yeah, that was
International House of
ridiculous.
Burgers. So these guys they're in it with the culture. They like their memes. Yeah. I think they're a great breakfast food place. Speaking of prices, I do think they're a little high. But
They
obviously,
are
I
quite
feel
high.
like everything's high now with inflation, so it's hard to make that argument. But yeah, I would probably also I'd compare it. Honestly, in my tier list, it's hard without seeing how my list looks, how I would break it up. But just like in my head, my gut reaction is that I like the breakfast food at IHOP more, but if I had to compare it IHOP and Denny's, I would probably put it below Denny's. So I forget where I said I was gonna put Denny's. If I said B tier or where, but it would probably be in the same tier, but below it for me
I
personally.
put it above Denny's. That's my only thing about it. It's definitely better than Denny's.
I agree.
Okay, so but you think A tier Matthew as well with it?
I think for what it is, I would put it in A tier because I can't think of another fast food place with pancakes that I actually enjoy.
Yeah.
You just praised Denny's earlier, bro.
I didn't praise them for their pancakes. I praised them for their burger
No, but
den and the
you
meltdown.
said just any fast food place that I enjoy. You didn't say about enjoy their
Okay,
pancakes.
I don't know why we're fact checking
I'm
30
just saying,
minutes
bro. I'm
ago.
just saying, bro.
Yeah.
I don't like the turn on the Denny's hate. That's all.
Okay.
Put some respect on Denny's
Hey,
name, but it got you through the
this is the
pandemic.
big dog right here, though.
Yeah, if I may, I'm gonna stand up for this so you can see my dick getting hard as I talk about it more.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
you don't have to talk about it, Matt. I have to show one thing, and you already know what my answer is
Matter of fact,
about our next item. Brian, will
take-
you please show the audience what our next item is? S
Oh,
S tier.
S
S
tier.
tier.
Yeah, put
It's
it in the S tier.
tattooed on my wrist. It is a permanent stain on my existence. How much I love this
I don't
place.
know what it is about that. You know, a funny quick story. When I was
I'll tell you
younger,
everything about In and Out.
well, then that just like a funny quick story. When I was younger, I actually did not like it. I thought,
You know, to be fair, if I remember when I was like an adolescent, about this tall, when I was like 4, I didn't like it until like high school
yeah,
and
no,
beyond.
for me too. For me, it was in high school as well. Yeah, like I wasn't crazy about it. Like I really didn't like it that much. It was probably towards the bottom rung. But then I don't know. One day I just had it, and I was like, holy shit, this
And this,
kicks ass.
obviously, to the audience watching, this is a very California-based group.
Yeah,
Where I live now, there's a very heated debate between this and another restaurant we may or may not get to tonight.
called Whataburger, if I'm not
Yes,
mistaken.
yes. And I have a great analogy I like to do about it, but I will. If we're probably not gonna get to it, so I might as well just do it now. So the
No, no, no,
difference
no. We'll get
between
to it. We'll get to it. We're gonna
okay,
speed run
cool.
get
these.
to
I'll make sure to save that then.
We'll speed
If
run
I
these.
may,
Well,
if
yeah, go ahead.
if I may, since this is the one that I'll be speaking the most about, this place is so beyond goated, it should be illegal, and I feel bad for the
That
rest of
is,
the country that does not have it.
yeah. The
The
price
fry,
is perfect. The order is awesome. I mean, obviously they have their secret menu, but that's just like you walk in, you're like, okay, burger time. Like, there's
yeah,
3 options. How can you be overwhelmed by the menu?
yeah, not an overwhelming menu. Every option on there is great. I don't honestly, this is skipping ahead a little bit. I don't understand the hype around the McDonald's fries. I think In-N-Outs are way better.
I agree.
The shakes are good, and just as a personal little tidbit, I think there's nothing like the In-N-Out drive-through experience of just
He said it. He
you're high
fucking
as
said it.
fuck, you're
Okay, well,
high
I
as
don't know that
fuck.
part.
It's like 30 minutes before they're supposed to close. Everything else, because you live in fucking San Jose, is closed. So it's your only option. The line is somewhat long. You throw on a podcast and you just keep smoking as you get to the window, grab your food, and then you just munch in the parking lot. And not only that, they give you a box to eat in. Who else does that? Nobody.
Not a single motherfucker. Are you taking this to go or eating in the car? And you're like, oh my god,
Yeah.
y'all are spoiling me.
Okay.
Okay,
Jack in the Box. I
A
had it.
tier.
Whoa. Okay, interesting. I had it once with Shior. Um, after we saw the movie Alita: Battle Angel. I had the bacon double
Oh, I was there.
cheeseburger. No, you weren't.
I wasn't. I thought the three of us saw that
This was
together.
just me and Shior.
How the fuck did I see that? Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I remember this because I'm the one who drove, and I really didn't want to go get Jack in the Box. I was insistent. Uh, and we had Jack in the Box, and I didn't really like it. And that was in 2019, so maybe it's changed, but I don't know. I also just have bad vibes about Jack in the Box. When I think of
Okay.
Jack in the Box, I think of like just homeless people, and I don't know why that is, but that's just the connection I have in my head.
You probably saw quite a few in the parking lot.
Jack in the Box equates to homeless people for me.
Okay.
So for me, it would probably be probably a D tier, maybe even F tier in my personal one.
I'm gonna put it at a D tier as well. The only reason you should even consider this place is the Baconator, which is honestly disgusting. And the shakes are pretty mediocre at best on their best day. And yeah, they also serve onion rings, which honestly I think not to show on the fans of onion rings. I think if you're a fast food place selling onion rings, you're trash because you have no business selling that kind of product.
Boo.
Okay,
So,
I do have a thing about onion rings, but that's for a different restaurant. I did not know Jack in the Box had onion rings.
indeed they do.
And the only reason I like Jack in the Box so much is their curly fries. I will die on whatever mountain you tell me to die on, saying that they have the best curly fries in the market.
I've never had.
They're just so perfect, everything about them. I don't remember anything other than the curly fries about the restaurant, and that is what and their commercials are top tier. You cannot deny how good some of those commercials are with Jack in the
Can
Box,
you
Mr. Jack himself.
can you give me? Oh yeah, with the big head guy. I was trying
Yeah,
to think of a recent one.
his commercials are always great. Better than the Sneak King or anything Burger King put out.
That's
KFC's mascot. There's just big old guy sitting in a chair wearing an all white suit like they did on Plantations. It's like, come on, guys, it's 2024. But like, I don't know. I have a special place, but for the sake of the majority vote, D tier will be fine by me.
all
That's
right.
F tier.
Jersey Mike's.
Wait, excuse me.
Sorry, what?
Ooh.
Oh.
I'm gonna be out on like the next 3, so I've never had these.
Shit. Okay, Matt, you've had Jersey
Mhm.
Mike's, right?
I've had Jersey Mike's.
I'll let you go first.
Okay. Jersey Mike's is kind of in a weird zone for me because when Jersey Mike's hits, it feels like it has no rival. But it's very seldom that happens because in my experience, the kind of sandwiches I order, they're all so messy that to wrap them perfectly and have the perfect balance of ingredients is like near impossible. It's like 1 out of 10 times I get the best experience. But that being said, the food has always been good. A little pricey. I don't go there just on a casual day. And yeah, I can't really think about anything else. I mean, who cares about the chips or the drinks? Like, it's just sandwiches. Oh, bonus points. Biggest sandwiches I've probably ever seen. They have a giant size, which, you know, who's throwing that thing around? I probably put it in like B tier. Like
Okay.
a good, like a high B tier, low A tier.
For me, Jersey
Okay.
Ooh.
best.
I've heard very good stuff about it, and I don't
I
disagree
get
because I
this
have no opinion.
too often. Literally, I went one day, and then Mitch went the next day, and I was gonna go the next day, and Mitch, I just had it, and I was like, I did too. Stop me, but it did stop me because it made me. I had full intentions of going to go.
Then dare I say you don't love it enough?
I know I love it enough. This is an S tier. Again, the reason I didn't go ultimately, I think late. So than anything, I would have gone and
If
gotten
you'd
this.
like, you don't have to compromise. You can put it in S tier if you want.
No, we'll put it in an 8. Fine with that. I'm fine with being.
Okay.
I've never had Firehouse subs, but I'm fine with it being.
Okay.
All right, Jimmy John's. I had it once in Boston, Massachusetts,
Oh yeah,
when
it's
we
an
were touring
East Coast thing.
schools,
Yeah.
and I did not like it. The only other recognition I have about Jimmy John's is that it is on Brock Lesnar shorts,
That
WWE.
is true. I
That
do
is
like
true.
Brock Lesnar.
That is all the information I have regarding.
Even this bitch has a boyfriend. I'm so sorry.
Oh
Mm,
no, that's okay. What bitch got a boyfriend?
Don't worry about it. You don't. We don't
She goes
gotta
to a
get
different
into it.
school. Goes to a different.
No, she goes to the same school. She goes to the same, or I guess used to go to the same school.
Okay.
hmm,
Anybody opinions on Jimmy Jones? No.
no,
0.
I think we'll put a never had because I only had it once. Can't really say. Jollibee. I know this is
never had.
Never had.
I believe this is like a Filipino kind of fast food place. I've also never had it, but it is pretty popular in like Southern California.
Mm,
Do you guys think you're gonna try this ever? I don't think I will.
No.
never.
All right,
Everything you
KFC.
put in never had, I'm not trying.
Okay.
Culver's maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I
I
heard
think
stuff about that.
I think
But other than that, no. Bojangles actually is probably maybe too. If I ever find myself far west. KFC. I've had. I like it for the simple fact being they have during the 2020-2021 chicken sandwich crisis, Popeyes unveiled theirs, and obviously it took the world by storm. You know, I remember specifically
That
working
was
because
2021.
or around whatever that was, 2019, like in that era, whatever that middle area was.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's just
So when
feeling old.
Popeyes unveiled their chicken sandwich, Fort Bliss has a Popeyes on base. It's a Burger King Popeyes combo. It's on most military installations. Popeyes had a line so large they had to call the MPs in order to keep the order because it was just that much of a outcry to try the Popeye sandwich. And then they had to unfortunately announce they didn't have enough. It was big. It was just a nightmare, right? And being someone that is very curious about chicken sandwiches, I've managed to try all of them from like the main stores, Popeyes, KFC, Raising Cane's, Chick-fil-A. I want to say KFC is one of my favorite chicken sandwiches. I haven't tried anything beyond that, but I'm well aware of the iconic KFC buckets. I mean, it definitely seems like it would hit the place if that's what you're after. But for me, if I need a chicken sandwich, KFC is my go-to for just that. I've never had anything else. And for that reason, I would say it's definitely a C tier. It's just right in the middle. It's just food.
I'm gonna agree with that placement. I remember as a kid, I I'm sure I begged my mom to take me there all the time, or she just happened to love chicken at the same time I did, and I would always get the barbecue chicken sandwich. And that would fuel my days. But I haven't been back since. Haven't heard anything about it. I've got no inclinations to do
Okay.
it. So C tier.
I'm KFC in my opinion is the best chicken.
Okay.
I love their famous bowl fill up with a giant bowl, a bunch of mashed potatoes in, throw some chicken in there, and some gravy on
Hmm.
top.
Might have to try
Delicious.
this. Sounds
I
great.
also am a fan of the chicken little combo. It's like two mini chicken sandwiches. Um, and then you also get a nice little side of mashed potatoes and a nice medium drink, PepsiCo products. Not saying they're superior or anything, but just kind of putting that out there. I don't know if I like Pepsi or Coke better on it.
Oh my God, there was no Freddy's on this menu.
I'm not familiar with
Oh,
Freddy's.
yeah, it's not on the
Okay.
list.
But yeah, for me, KFC is it's fried chicken at its finest.
Okay.
I like it.
I'm
Sandwich wise, I might like the Popeyes chicken sandwich overall, but in terms of just KFC, the quality, price wise of the food is actually pretty cheap still. You can get the famous bowl fill up, which is the famous bowl that I was talking about, and a drink for $7 flat. Really good deal.
ooh, okay.
Um, for me, this would probably be potentially even S tier, but I know you guys said
Okay.
C tier, so I'm happy to put it just in my mind.
We can do
S
majority vote if we
S
reach
tier.
a
Yeah,
consensus.
yeah. I think that's a good idea. If two people say the same, we'll put it in that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Little CC's.
Now,
Oh,
talk to me about the $5 hot and ready. Now,
hot. It's
guys,
hot
I know,
and it's ready.
I know the pizza is garbage.
Just like
I
me.
understand that. I understand the
The
pizza
pizza
sucks
is
ass,
absolutely F tier,
but
but
you have
it
to
is
understand five
$5.
dollars hot and ready. I mean, now it is $6. They raised the price.
True.
Um,
Wow.
Same with the Subway sandwich
yep,
footlong.
the footlongs is more expensive as well. So it's not $5 hot and ready. It's a little bit more now. I think it's even like $6.50 flat.
Yeah.
Um, but just the cheapness and that price takes it away, and it's definitely on the lower end. But man, Little Caesars are go-to during Lent, which is I'm sure if you're not familiar, it's a religious holiday where you're not allowed to eat on Fridays.
Okay.
Um, it was always pizza night, and it was always Little Caesars. My dad would pick up Little Caesars on his way home from work, sit around the table, eat Little Caesars, put on a movie. Just really good memories from as a kid.
Okay.
I think that plays into my love for the Little Caesars as well. But yeah, I mean, overall, if I gotta be honest, it's probably an F tier. Like, it's not good. Pizza's
It's an
not
F
great.
tier.
But if
Okay.
it was my personal list, I'd probably put it with F tier. I think mostly.
Yeah. I will agree. There is quite a bit memory. Obviously, we've had quite good memories from high school with Little Caesars.
Little Caesars pizza.
A lot of Little Caesars. And then also in my time in El Paso, a lot of drunken house party food pickup being Little Caesars. And the reason being is where my buddy lives is like 3 blocks is Little Caesars, and it's open very late. You know, we're absolutely slaughtered,
F
and we
Okay.
Yeah, okay. My
it's just
mic just fell.
it's just an okay pizza. It's not something as a almost full blood Italian. I will say it is not good pizza, but you can't beat that price. You can't beat that readiness. You can't beat the bulk orders that you can get and just be an absolute rock star when you walk into a house full of drunk people and you're holding like 8 boxes of Little Caesars and everyone's just yeah, like it's just unbeatable. And for that reason and that reason alone, Stan, I'm out. F tier.
I'm out.
Yeah. While Michael is correct, you walk into a room full of drunk people with Papa John's, people with chair.
How
But
about
if you
Little
walk
Caesars?
into
No, he's getting
Little Caesars, my bad. But if you also walk into the room with Domino's, people will be even more
yeah,
excited.
because then you bouge it out. You're like,
And
yeah,
how much more expensive is Domino's?
like $2.
Well, so now with the now with the like the special deal they do was like $7 or $8 carry out, it's actually basically comparable because after
Okay.
tax and everything.
Okay.
So it's really
Yeah.
if you're carrying it out, it's honestly Domino's is just as good.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, if if it's the same amount of boxes, I'm gonna be eating more Domino's pizza than I would Little Caesars.
I will
any day of the week.
destroy Little Caesars before Domino's. I think it's just I've had it so much more and I just enjoy it because it brings like what Brian said, it brings back fond memories.
Fair enough, but you said that it is a less than good option. Or,
Is
it's not
just
good?
dough, sauce, and cheese. I can do that with like what I find in a dumpster, and
Yeah,
it probably tastes
I
better.
would argue it is even worse than less than good. It is terrible pizza. If there was a tier below F tier, I would put it in there.
If there was a Little Caesars tier, it would be below F.
Yeah.
Okay. Next on the
Okay.
menu.
Long
I
John
don't.
Silver's.
I have no fucking idea what this place
I
is.
have I've never had it, but I will refuse to let it go anywhere but F tier because why the fuck would you get chicken from a fast food place or fish? Why would you get anything fish related from a fast food restaurant?
Yeah, I agree. I've never had it as well.
No,
Your
F
reasoning?
tier.
No, it's
F
never
tier.
had. Come on,
No,
never had it. We can't
F
argue that.
F fucking tier.
The reason I haven't had it is the same you haven't had it. Like,
Which is why it should be F tier because it's the stupidest idea
but we
ever.
haven't had it. If someone had it and then
Okay, you know what? I just had it. I just
You're
ate my
lying.
fucking callus off my big toe, and it tasted better than Long John Silver.
McDonald's, we'll move on to McDonald's.
Fuck. I have quite a few good memories from McDonald's escapades. It's always there. It's always open. It's always got the stuff you want. The hash browns. Mackie D's breakfast hits different. It's very, very good. The hash browns are to kill for. Breakfast sandwiches are great. I always get like the double quarter pounder with cheese, and I love that. I love that burger to death.
Fuck yeah.
The fries are okay. I mean, I don't think they're the greatest on the menu. Obviously, we already have our S tier contender. If I had an opinion, I'd probably put McDonald's A tier.
I would make the case that there is not a single bad thing on the menu of this restaurant.
Their vanilla milkshakes suck.
I have not had the vanilla milkshake. And there are other things that I have not tried, but I've tried a lot of things on this menu, breakfast and rest of the day, period. It's consistent. It's beyond international. And the quality does get better the further away from the US you get.
I've been told that too.
The sauce on the Big Mac's good. The fries, overhyped, but still pretty good. Matter of fact, I just ate some McDonald's today because the line for In-N-Out was too long. I did not feel like having that experience I spoke so highly of earlier.
Okay.
I not as cheap as they used to be, which
Mhm.
knocks it down a few points. I won't lie. It's still going into. I would probably still put it into S tier because you can't knock the consistency nor the uh fucking not notoriety, the
Reputation.
popularity, the reputation
Okay.
and the popularity.
Okay.
Like you go to a random country in bumfuck Asia, you say McDonald's, they know exactly what you're talking about.
True. I've never been that far, but
I think McDonald's even made a commercial about that very thing. Brian,
Brian,
For me, yeah, McDonald's. I mean, the king of
king of
fast food.
burgers.
People know it. Golden Arches,
Yeah.
Light the Way Home. Um,
Okay.
I
I
think
will. I will
breakfast.
second S tier if you don't.
Oh, I don't know if I'm best. The breakfast good, like you said, double quarter pounder with cheese. Holy shit, that is one of the best burgers.
Holy
And
shit,
then I have
brother.
to say here, I know the price complaint was brought up, but if you're utilizing the app correctly, the price is still the same. You can get two McDoubles, and it's a buy one, and every McDonald's has this, buy one get one for $1. Right there, that's about $4 for two McDoubles.
You're just making me hungry.
Throw on a large drink
Mm.
with that if you want. $1.69. You're at $5.69 before tax. Then you redeem the free fries.
Then.
Free medium
So-
fries. Boom, free medium fries redeemed because they have that almost every fucking day. Redeem that. Boom. There you go. After tax, maybe a little over probably like $6.15. $6.50 for two burgers, medium fries, and a large drink. You're set, bro. That's a great deal. That's great value.
That's a great price.
Speaking of drinks, we can't knock the McDonald's Sprite. That is a real thing.
That is
McDonald's
a real
Sprite
thing that is in this
does
world.
actually
We are living in a world at the same time as McDonald's Sprite, and that is a
Yeah.
blessing.
I don't know, genuinely, I don't know at this point if it's a placebo effect or not, but McDonald's
No,
Sprite
it's a
is
real
actually
thing.
like
It's a
significantly something about it.
Crazy.
Just it's better. It's good.
it's
Okay.
I
just
don't know
better.
what to say except like it is good.
It's S tier.
For me, I think I would end up putting it S tier as well, just for overall, because I also like their breakfast food too. I don't know
I
if we'll
love
talk
their
about
I
breakfast.
breakfast,
love the
but
breakfast food.
I
yeah,
love breakfast from
their
McDonald's.
breakfast stuff kind of
McDonald's,
flips.
I'll bring it to the
McDonald's
top,
orange
all the
juice.
way to the
Even though I
top.
know that orange juice is Minute Maid, it still hits.
It still hits, bro. They literally give you the Minute Maid bottle. They don't even try to hide it.
Yeah.
Okay, we got Moe's Southwest Grill next, a place I've heard of,
Oh,
but
and
have
the
never
good
had.
milkshakes.
Oh, I just saw something on the list, and I cannot wait for it. But I've never had Moe's.
I've never had Moe's either.
Okay, nobody's had Moe's. Moe's is going to Noodles and Company.
Never had.
Okay, wait. Hold on. First, can you scroll down for a sec? I want to see if Pizza Mart not. Yeah,
No, Pizza
Mart
Heart's
is.
definitely not on this.
Damn.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah, same with Freddy's. Freddy's is like a
You
Midwest
wouldn't like my take on
essential.
Pizza My Heart.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Noodle
Good.
Company.
Good it's not on the list.
I'll say when I first got Noodle Company, I was blown away because I had never found another like fast food pasta like noodle place that wasn't ramen.
Absolutely.
And so I was like, wow. And to have, I mean, they didn't have a ton of options, but to like venture out, like when they started bringing in like the creamy like mushroom, like the steak stroganoff, I was like, for a fast food place, this would be dicey shit for the stomach. But they pull it off. Having said that, and prices are okay if I remember right. Having said that, I think the quality has gone down in the past few years. Either that or the honeymoon phase has worn off for me and it just doesn't hit as well. I will put it in a solid B tier.
Nice.
Okay,
I'm
good recommendation.
similar with you, Matthew. When I first tried Noodle Company, I was shocked that they were able to make like these kind of pasta dishes, mac and cheese dish, what have you, in like same time as if you were going to McDonald's or something. Good, say, similar speed, and I think that definitely raised my quality of it. I remember really, really liking it the first 2, 3 times I went there and thinking like, wow, this is fantastic. But similarly, I think you put it best with describing it as a honeymoon phase kind of coming to a close. After that, really did not like it, and I'm actually a big like not a hater of it, but I definitely don't think it's. I think I was just more kind of like you said. I guess
Yeah.
impressed with them at the time. For me, I would probably
Yeah.
put it in a C tier, personally.
Yeah,
But
honestly, now that you talk about it more, I kind of agree because I haven't been back to Noodle Company in years now,
yeah,
and I
same here.
remember that the last time I went, I was very disappointed.
Same here. Same here. I haven't been in at least a half, maybe 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Nice.
Panda Express.
Did
I'm just gonna say
definitely
this.
something else.
I'm just gonna say this
Nigga.
real fast before we get into all the things. I've still yet to have Panda Express.
What?
You still
Yeah, I've never had
okay?
Panda
If
Express.
we're going to Carl's Jr., we're gonna go to Panda Express.
Yeah, no, I've
Whoa,
never had.
that was
Never.
that hit me harder than a
No,
flashbang, bro.
yeah,
Yeah, dang.
I mean, sure, I'll take this one over.
Go
Um,
ahead. Go ahead,
no,
Matt. Let him cook. Let him
okay.
cook.
Oh
I'm gonna
no.
tell you something. Most of the menu doesn't matter, not even a little bit. There, there are a few things that carry this into, at the very least, A tier for me, and we could even make the case for S tier because it's just been hidden like this all these years. You have, I mean, the golden child, the orange chicken. Then you have the prodigal one who's like trying to keep up with the golden boys, the broccoli beef.
Uh,
And then
okay.
and
Oh.
I'm forgetting what else is on. Oh, what's it? Is it the Beijing?
Beijing beef.
The Beijing beef. Okay, sorry. The Beijing
Yes.
beef is the one catching up to the orange chicken, and then like I guess broccoli beef and like actually no, fuck the broccoli beef. It's the Beijing chicken.
Yeah,
Or
Beijing
Beijing
beef.
beef. And then the sides, they got the rice. They got we all get the chow mein.
I get
You
rice,
either
bro.
okay, you either get the fried rice or you get the chow mein. Both are worth getting.
He's
And
changing up his story.
No. He's
Okay.
it's all coming back to him in a wave, and he doesn't know how to handle this.
Alright,
It's been a while since I've had the fried rice. I'm a big
Yeah.
chow mein guy.
I
My
know chow
order
mein is definitely god tier, but
since I was
the
a
rice
child,
is
my
just
order has been chow mein and either double orange chicken, which by the way, the fact that they do the double meat, I mean,
it's
they know
so
their audience.
crazy.
So crazy. And they don't charge you any extra.
No,
Mwah.
that plate combo.
Really? They
Mm,
don't charge you extra for the double.
nope,
No, they
nope.
do not.
Because you get 2 choices of meat and 1 side, and your 2 choices don't matter
Yeah,
Oh.
on the plate combo
yeah.
or the
Uh,
whatever the one is above it too.
No, bigger plate I believe is 3 meats and
Yeah,
then
3 meat.
one
I
side.
think.
So yeah, you get the regular plate. By the way, the regular plate is a fat amount of food.
It's a lot of food.
Like it's if you
It's
were
a plate.
starving,
It's a
like you
fucking
would
plate.
fast. You would fast the next day because of the amount of food. If you clean that entire plate,
Oh my god.
and their egg rolls are nice. You know, they got the fortune cookies, that's fun. And yeah, this is an easy A tier. Could debate it for S tier for me.
I will follow Matthew because I'm also on this panda hype train. There's always one on a military installation or right outside the gate, and it is
Talk to him.
so good. One of my favorite memories of Panda Express in the recent years was when I was in South Carolina doing the school that I was doing, and everything else closed in the food court on base, and I didn't want to go off base, and Panda was always open last, and they always had Beijing beef, the orange chicken, and the fried rice, and that is my go-to because I love the variety. Yes, destroying a bowl or a plate of double orange chicken is S tier, but that Beijing beef, like you said, is just. And my only gripe with it, which will knock it out of S tier for me and into A tier, is that when you order the teriyaki chicken, 9 out of 10 times they're gonna forget to give you the sauce,
Ooh.
and you're just gonna be eating chicken, especially if you're in like the drive-through. You have to remind them, like, hey, I ordered the teriyaki chicken. Can you give me the teriyaki sauce?
I will also add on to why it's not. I know I was back and forth. I'm gonna knock it down from S tier just because it's a lot of food. It's gonna get your stomach. You're not gonna have diarrhea, and you're not gonna feel sick.
You go feel
But you
something.
gon' feel it. you gon' feel it.
You gon' feel
it.
something.
And you're gonna keep feeling it probably to the next day.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you
So
guys
A
see
tier.
Solid A tier.
A
Okay.
tier.
Wow. All right.
All right. Can I start on Panera because
Please.
I have a very insane. Panda is the most California ass restaurant on this list, and I despise it. I have the only thing I enjoy from it is the mac and cheese, but you can buy that at Walmart. And the only reason is you go into Panera thinking it's like a sandwich shop, but it's gonna be like, no, we have wheat-free, gluten-free, blueberry plucked filled bread with this fucking turkey raised right in our backyard, and you're just like, I didn't want this spiel. I just wanted a turkey sandwich. Now I gotta fucking figure out like you're gonna make me feel bad because the turkey died for this sandwich, and you're like, I've never enjoyed Panera. I just don't understand how it's as good as it is. Sure, yes, it has its audience. And yes, we are all Californian, but I do not. If Panera went out of business, I wouldn't even bat an eye. I should be like, okay.
I've got
Because,
a
what? I would, so if we're putting it in a tier, this is an easy F tier for me.
I had a period where and this was only because I lived like right next to one, like I skated to it frequently. I was on a little Panera run. I would get it maybe like once or twice a week. They also had the Panera app, got a lot of bonuses with that, and it was super easy to order. And then my roommate at the time, Jackson, his mom's a nurse. He said, seeing me eat Panera, he's like, "Yeah, I used to eat it until like after seeing what they serve at the hospital, it just kind of seems like, like hospital food." And that's
And this
always
is
stuck in my mind. And so the next times I slowly trickled off going there because I just started to look at it more closely and I was like, this really is like hospital food and hospital portions. So it's nothing they serve there is big. Nothing they serve there is really that filling. And I don't remember what the prices are, but once I put it in that like hospital food lens, it just completely devalued everything on the menu for me. And nothing on the menu from then like surpassed those expectations. Like it wasn't placebo. Like I looked at it with a critical eye and realized the food is not good. Uh I if anything, I put it in D tier because I wouldn't say no to it if it was my only option. Like if Little Caesars was my only option and I was hungry, I would say no to Little Caesars.
I would
But
say no to Panera and yes to Little Caesars
well then
any day of the week.
well then
Panera is just
I'll
awful.
compromise with an F tier because if anything, it's a low D tier.
Well, let's hear what Brian has to say because if anything, I will allow a D tier.
Okay.
I've had Panera like twice, and both times I got the grilled cheese sandwich, and it was fine. I'd probably
And
put
it
it
was what?
at D tier for myself.
Okay, D tier, cross the
Okay.
board.
Okay, Papa John's.
Racist piece of shit owner, F tier, get him out of here. I have to say anything else.
Put that
F
shit in
tier
F
for me.
tier.
No, I'm
F
kidding.
tier, double F tier.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had Papa John's. Like
Yeah,
other
triple
than the
F.
He's a
frozen pizza.
fucking
Like I've never had it fresh. I've had the
Yeah.
frozen pizza once.
take him off the fucking board if we can.
But
I
yeah,
cannot
put
do
an
that.
X to it.
They crossed out his face. I don't know if you can tell.
Good.
See here, they've crossed out his
Oh
face.
my god,
That's funny.
that's good. I'm happy about that. That goes up to D now for me.
Okay, F, bro.
All right. Yeah.
It's F.
I've never had these next two.
PDQ.
Dude, we're about to
Chicken.
go on a spree of just
Yeah,
like
never had
Chicken,
foods
never
never
had.
had.
Penn Station East Coast Subs has East Coast Subs.
Yeah.
Never had it.
Never
Pizza
had.
Hut.
Pizza Hut,
Oh.
easy S tier for me. Best pizza on the market.
It's been too long since I've had Pizza Hut to rank it fairly.
We're gonna S tier's eating good tonight, boys. Michael, I'm with you, brother. Pizza Hut is
Let's
the best
go.
pizza on the market. Remember when I said I looked at Domino's, I was like, is it the best one? And I said, no, I see one or two. This was the one I saw right away, and I was like,
Pizza Hut
it's
is
fucking Pizza
amazing.
Hut.
You can't out Pizza the Hut.
I love
You
Pizza
cannot.
I could go into
Damn.
spiels, but I want to keep us moving along because it's getting late. And
Yeah,
I have
it's
work
getting
in the
very
morning.
late.
I
Yeah.
have work in the morning.
I was gonna ask about that.
So, Popeyes.
A tier.
I like
D
their
tier.
chicken sandwich.
I
I think it's
love their
both
chicken
good.
tenders.
D
As
tier
I've
for
said
me.
before, personally for me, I think KFC's overall better. So for me, it would probably also be. I forget where I said I would put KFC. Uh,
It's in C, so I mean,
it's in C, yeah, but it's because you guys both put it there. I think I was gonna put it in S.
okay.
Um, so I
D
think
tier.
no. This is just you're going too fast. You said B tier originally,
I
and I
said
think I
A.
can.
I love Popeyes.
You said A. What did you say, Matthew?
I think I'm just a Popeyes hater because a lot of shit I see on Instagram is niggas getting beat up over Popeyes chicken. So I cannot judge this fairly. I've only really had it like once or twice. I'd put it in D tier. I don't think it's anything to go crazy over, but
Okay.
uh
I would put it in personally I'd probably put it in B tier. I think if I compare it to Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, just because I think KFC is the way superior fried chicken for myself, I would put it below that obviously, and then I think Chick-fil-A is just kind of better when it comes to consistency, location. I know it's more expensive. Um, but yeah, so for me it'd probably be like low B tier. So I think that,
Yeah.
and I think that's a good middle ground for everybody.
Yep.
okay.
There's always one on an military installation, so it hits different.
Okay, Portillo's. Have you
Never
heard of
had it.
Portillo's?
No idea.
Okay, Portillo's have the best. This is like a very much a Midwest thing, especially northern Midwest, like kind of Chicago area, Chicago, Wisconsin, Michigan, Minnesota, that area. They have the
Okay.
best fast food hot dog on the market, bar none.
Oh shit,
Mm,
that's a bold claim.
I mean, how many other places really have hot dogs for fast food?
Wiener
Wiener
Schnitzel.
Schnitzel,
Wiener
yeah.
That's
Schnitzel.
the first
Yeah.
one.
Which is
There's
down there, I think.
I think it's
It's
on the
yeah,
list.
Wiener
Yeah.
Schnitzel's on the list,
Okay.
but I think
We'll get
Portillo's
to it.
is way better for me. Portillo's would probably be a high B, low A tier,
Based on
personally.
that, I would definitely put it on the going to try, but as you hype it up, you put it where you want, Battle.
Yeah, wherever you
I
want.
think it'll be fair to put it in B tier as well. Um, well, I don't know, like just listen to what you guys' opinions are. I'll put it in B tier. We'll put it in B tier for now. Uh,
Okay.
No
Potbelly
idea
Sandwich
about this
Shop.
one.
Never
I
heard.
don't. Yeah, no, never had. Qdoba.
Qdoba.
No idea.
I've heard of it, but never had it.
I I have had Qdoba. And I was worrying if it was on this list or not because I forgot the name. So Qdoba is a rival to Chipotle, and in some aspects, it is the better option in every way. Portion size are better, price is way better, their chips are amazing. Like, and the only reason I know this is because they own Oklahoma, and it's
Whoa.
one of the places I've had to go for work and leisure. And they don't have Chipotle. And being the basic white bitch I am, I love Chipotle. And Qdoba is the easy alternate option.
Okay. Okay.
Fair enough. Where are you
So
putting it?
Let's put it on the same tier as Chipotle, C tier.
Okay.
Quiznos never had.
I honestly,
Matthew.
it's it's unfair what happened to Quiznos because before Subway there was only really Quiznos
Preach.
as far as I can cast my memory back, it was just Quiznos, and I mean I got some solid memories of it, but nobody talks about it now. I have zero inklings to go back to Quiznos because we got Ike's and Jersey Mike's and just better local shit around here. I would probably put it in like C tier because it's just like it's probably average, and the fact that they're still in business means that they're doing something right. Um, and I've got no bad memories with it, no bad blood.
Yeah,
We can put
no,
a
I think
yeah.
Quiznos, I think if you wanted a toasted sub,
Mm-hmm.
Quiznos.
Okay.
Okay.
Quiznos has
So what
the
are you
toasted
thinking?
sub thing. Like you kind of said, it kind of got thrown out and messed around. I think I'd put it in C tier.
You say C tier?
Yeah, C tier.
Okay.
Okay.
You said D tier, right, Matt?
No, I said C.
Oh, you said C tier as
Yeah.
well. Roy Rogers.
Never had.
Never had.
Another East Coast place. I have had it. Um, Fantastic roast beef sandwiches, quick and easy to get. Other than that,
Crazy.
really nothing to write home about. I'd put
Okay.
All right, all right.
Sparrow.
Never had.
Never had.
Sparrow used to be in the Orange
No,
Mall.
I think I had it once in Missouri, and I don't remember anything about it. It was just pizza.
This is a pizza place?
The pizza place.
Damn.
It's like a huge pizza thing on like the East Coast, right?
I mean, they have some out here. I don't know how big it is on the East Coast. I've only had it
The
when I
only
was out
reason
here.
the name holds such a iconic thing in my head is because I don't know if y'all seen the movie with Tom Hanks, The Terminal, where he's like stuck in an airport terminal while his country's being invaded, and like so he's no longer like a citizen, so he's like stuck in like turmoil trying to get like either his passport renewed or like a U.S. citizenship. And the only thing he has like food wise is he just goes to Sbarro over and over. So that's the only reason I know the name so well. But like I said, I've only had it like once. If I remember if it was a Sbarro or if it was just some knockoff pizza place. And I don't know.
Yeah,
So if you have actual opinion on it, put it
I
wherever
do.
you feel.
I do. Again, decent like they're big slices of pizza. They are kind of like that New York City pizza. It's basically like they're trying to be New York style pizza as a fast food chain. Um, Overall, very middle of the road, very average. Uh, I think it would be a C tier, honestly.
Okay.
Schlotsky's Cafe, never heard
Never
of.
had.
Shake
Shake
Shack.
Shack. Heard way too much about it. I don't want to try it because it feels like it's overhyped, but I've heard amazing stories about it. I would put it in the going to try. Actually, I just counteracted what I said, but going to try.
I
Um,
know Matthew's.
yeah. Um,
I think we had it. Is this the
man,
place where we
yeah.
got after Auntie Donna
Is it?
in?
Oh yeah, it is. Actually, no, it was a Five Guys.
Was it a Five Guys?
It was a Five Guys.
Okay. I just
Cause
remember you buying food for that guy outside, the homeless guy,
right.
and he was chatting you up while you were at the door.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it wasn't a Shake Shack, if
Okay.
anything, because it didn't. I don't know. It just had like a different vibe about it. Either that, or I'm just misremembering the color of the logo. Either way, I think Shake Shack is pretty mid. The East Coast should be embarrassed for even trying to have
Who's
compared
playing?
it to for having.
Who's
Uh,
where was
I
that coming from?
I don't. I think he's watching fights in the background or something. I can
Oh,
fully
okay.
hear that.
Yeah.
Uh, I think the East Coast should be embarrassed for ever having even thought that the two were that In and Out and Shake Shack were on the same level. Shake Shack is mid at best. I don't even remember their shakes being anything to write home about. Uh, Also pricey as fuck. I would put them in C tier.
Sheets.
No
Never heard of
idea.
it.
Never heard. Skyline Chili.
No idea.
No.
Okay. Sonic.
Here we
I
go.
I only know them for the shakes, and the shakes were good. The one time I had them, B tier.
Okay.
Brian, I have opinion about this.
Really like the
So
aesthetic of Sonic. I love the roller skates drive
I
through.
miss the roller skates.
Oh, they don't do them anymore.
Not in the ones I've been to.
Oh, that's a shame. And I also
And
think
I've
the
been
burgers
very
are pretty good.
recently.
I mean, the Sonic burger for what it is, it's not bad. I think I would also probably put B tier.
I I'm fine with B tier. I love their burgers. I love their shakes. I love the drive up aspect. I may have gone a couple times. There was a shootout down the street, so it's not really in the best areas. But and another thing that
It's
was
actually
brought up
so real. There's
recently.
never a Sonic in like a not bad area.
No, there's one down the street
Yeah.
from me, but it's like I haven't been. It's also crowded with high schoolers, and I just ew. But with the thing brought up, Matt brought up a really good point. I can't remember what restaurant it was. He was talking about onion rings.
It was Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box, yeah. Sonic's onion rings are god tier for
Mm.
fast food equivalent, not restaurant quality onion rings. Because I don't know if, and I've only had them in El Paso. I want to make this clear. I've not had Sonic anywhere else other than El Paso and Ardmore, Oklahoma. And every time I got to the Sonic in El Paso, I'd get a burger, onion rings, and an Oreo milkshake, and fries because I'm a fat ass. But the onion rings have like this like in the batter of the ring itself, it has like this vanilla layer that you just like, oh my god, like these are just so good. And for that reason, I agree. B tier. I miss the roller skates. I haven't seen them in years.
Okay, cool. Steak and Shake.
Is this the one I need going to try? I heard about this one
I've heard
too.
about this too. I've yet to have.
Yeah, going to try.
Subway.
Ugh.
Here we
Hold
go.
on, real fast. Let's just get through some of these never had ones. Swenson's.
Never had.
Never had.
Never had. Taco Cabana.
Never
Had.
had.
Okay, had. Okay, Torchy's Tacos.
Going to
Had.
try.
You've had
Okay,
them,
so leave
Matthew?
that one.
Okay,
Leave it.
so
Leave
Never
it.
had
had
them.
Waffle House. Have you guys
Yeah.
had Wawa? Yeah, I'm sure you
No.
have. Wendy's,
No,
Whataburger.
never
I've
had.
heard of Wawa. Never had. Wendy's
Okay.
had. Whataburger
I've had
had.
it,
White
yeah.
Castle had.
Wings.
Wiener Schnitzel. I've never had wings.
I don't know what Wings is, and I don't know what Zaxby's is.
Zaxby's going to try. I heard great things about
I
Zaxby's.
have heard too. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Now these are
All right,
helpful.
perfect.
All right, Subway.
I
We might,
mean,
guys, we might
talk
finish
about
under 2 hours. Let's
Oh
Oh my
go.
god, dude!
Subway. Talk about the fall of an empire.
Dude,
Overtook Quiznos, overtook Togo's, overtook everybody's
if you
local.
just said Togo's in the same sentence, I might cry because Togo's was the shit.
Overtook like every sandwich place just by name and deal alone. $5 footlong. We all have the
$5,
song stuck in our heads.
$5,
Yep.
And the
$5
ingredients before they told
footlong.
us that they put a ton of sugar and plastic in them tasted good. Ingredients tasted good. Now I wouldn't be caught dead in a Subway just because I know better.
Okay,
Wow.
I'm putting this in easy D tier.
Brian, you want to go? You want me?
I would like you to go, Michael.
Okay. Subway and I have a very strong relationship. I've had it since I was a kid. I still eat at Subways from time to time. Like I said, if it's on base, I'm probably going there. And there's sometimes Subways on base. And I've usually, when I was a kid, all right, so when I was a kid, I would go to Subway because it was literally, I would walk out of my dad's house and I would go and my order, I swear to God, I would walk in, I get a foot long Italian bread, turkey Swiss cheese with olive oil, and that was it. So that was what I would get. And the reason I stopped getting it and realized it was time to be an adult is because the checkout lady made fun of me. And because I walked in with like the $10 or whatever in my pocket that they left for me to get lunch when my dad was at work and I think we were out of school. And I walked in, I ordered the sandwich, and the lady making it was giggling, and then the checkout lady kept asking the lady making it, she was like, with what? Turkey? Anything else? No? Condiments? No? Veggies? No? Toasted? No? And they were just laughing. And I just looked at them, I paid, and I walked out, and I said, I'm never getting this again. So now every time I go to Subway, I have this terrible memory of the time I got made fun of for my basic ass sandwich choice. I don't have issues with it. It's a sandwich to go, and that is like what it is. Like we all freaked out when Firehouse hit because Firehouse has such good quality sandwiches.
Yup. Yup.
Subway in itself fell from great. It was who's the angel that flew too close to the sun? Icarus.
I believe his name was Jared.
Jared Leto turned out to be a pedo, and that's why I can't support Subway, even though I still go from time to time. But it's not. If I have the open opportunity of choosing a sandwich shop, Subway is going to be near the bottom of the list. They're price gouging after the Jared incident. has obviously very much hurt their corporate. If you follow the news, they're trying to bring it back, but it might be too much too late, or too little too late. I think this company's out the door. And there's way better alternatives, and it also gave my sister food poisoning when we were little, and she threw up in the car, and I had to clean it up.
Damn.
So for that reason alone, I will put it F tier.
Yeah. Okay. I think Subway's not great. Obviously, like you said, definitely a fall from grace. I mean, I've had it. I had it not too long ago, like probably like 6 months ago, and it was fine. It was nothing to write home about. I don't know. It's just kind of like definitely not my first choice. And my last choice, I don't know. Can't say that. I think I would also put it in tier personally with Matthew. I
I
could
mean,
say a
it's
lot.
got to be your last choice. Like, what other place, what commercial sandwich place that isn't local
I don't want to
falls
get heat. I
like
don't want to get heat right now, so I can't say
We're
it.
so close to the end.
You gonna say Togo's?
I can't say it.
I miss Togo's. Dearly miss Togo's.
I'm absolutely saying Togo's.
Yeah, no, Togo's is so bad now.
That's unfortunate.
In my
Yeah.
mind, yeah.
All
I just
right,
don't want to
Taco
get heat.
Bell.
All right, Taco
The
Bell.
bell.
I'm gonna jump in at the start here just because
Go ahead.
I said something
Go for it.
earlier. I equate Chipotle and Taco Bell for me in my mind a similar kind of happenstance
Okay.
situation here. I'm not crazy about Taco Bell. I don't think it's great. I think I'm spoiled for choice really when it comes to Mexican food options in our area. Things like
Especially.
La Vix and then now Cali Spartan. So,
Mm.
I mean, yes, I understand Taco Bell's like quick, cheap, and easy, kind of Mexican, not even Mexican, but just like that kind of, well, yeah, Mexican food, like quesadillas, burritos, whatever you want. But it never really did it for me. I've also never had the Baja Mountain Dew Baja Blast. I know some people like live and die by that.
It's pretty
Yeah.
good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I've never actually had that, so maybe if I had that, that might change my mind. And my menu that I've had with Taco Bell is pretty limited. I'm very much a quesadilla guy in most Mexican places, and I've really only had the quesadillas there. So maybe something else would catch my eye, or I would like better. But yeah, for me, this would be another D tier for me.
I wrote off Taco Bell all my life, not only because of the real publicity of it just being like trash Mexican food,
It's
but also because it just looked trashy and always has until recently. Actually, no, I had it like one time before then too. I like you, Bryant. I've only ever really gotten the quesadilla because that's just what I trusted. The most recent time I got tacos, pretty sure it made me shit my brains out the next day, but that was as expected. The taste did not surprise me, nor did it uh like upset me anymore. So I would probably sit it comfortable in like D tier. I'll have it if it's suggested, but I have never once considered going out of my way for it.
I think that is the best way I could describe Taco Bell is what you just said is I will not go out of my way, but if it's there, I'll eat it. I, unlike the rest of y'all, am, I guess, the resident Taco Bell connoisseur. I've had most of the menu. I've had the beefy 5-layer burrito. I've had the chalupas. I've had everything, pretty much everything on the menu. I think it's also due to location and availability is why I've had it so much in the past. With it being said, I don't hate it. I don't love it. There's obviously some stuff I enjoy more than others. The chalupa shell itself is so much better than any other basic taco shell available. But back when, oh, jeez, when I was a younger kid, they used to do the double XL chalupa. It was massive thing, and I would just munch that thing down because, and that was also before I realized the beef is like other than beef and not in the good way. So obviously I haven't had it in quite some time, but if it's there, if it's an option, if it's open, I'll probably slide a quesadilla or three with some Baja Blast because it is quite good. So I will
So,
also agree on D tier.
right, Taco Cabana, I've never had.
I was about to slam on my desk, but I forgot it is 1 a.m. But Taco Cabana
All right,
is the
Michael, you have
track.
10 seconds before it's been 2 hours. You gotta speed run this.
Taco Cabana is ass F tier.
Is it bad,
It's terrible.
Matthew?
Never had it.
Oh, okay. All right. So, genuinely F tier, do you think it's better
Yes,
or worse than Del Taco, just out of curiosity? Because you're the only person who's
Del
ever had
Taco's
it.
better. Taco
Okay.
Cabana is just like trying to be it's trying to be Panera, but with tacos. It's like that's not what you go to a taco place for.
So hospital food tacos.
Worse than that, like military hospital food tacos.
My God.
Okay, Torchies.
Torchies I only heard about through Rooster Teeth, specifically Michael
Holy
Jones.
shit!
Oh.
What a
Um,
reference.
he would always rave about Torchy's tacos, and I remembered it so vividly that the times that I went to Austin for RTX, I would go out of my way for Torchy's. I'm pretty sure I went on a trek once to get to Torchy's because
Wow.
I had to know, and they didn't blow me away because I live here. But I remember them being good. They're definitely above Chipotle and Taco Bell and any other Mexican place we got on here. It's probably a solid B tier.
Well, they ain't got no Chico's tacos on this list, and if you know, you know.
Although I'm surprised Torchy's is even on here because I don't know if it's a chain, but if it is, more power to them.
Yeah,
But,
the same
but
thing. Like I would keep bringing up Freddy's. Freddy's ain't on this list, and it's actually very good.
yeah, solid B tier.
Hey, B tier. That's a
This is a very good spread. We have quite a
Waffle
good
So
spread.
House.
too.
Waffle House, the Fight House. Um,
Yeah. For me, it's gonna be F tier. I've had this once in my life. I've had this once in my life. The morning before we had a cruise. We landed
oh
at
my
2
god.
a.m. in Orlando. We had to be at the place at 10 a.m. the next day. We were starving because we had gotten delayed like crazy. So we stopped at a Waffle House, and all I remember is that it reeked of cigarettes. The guy on the counter, the only guy who was at the counter of the restaurant had a gun next to him on the table. Um, and the waffles gave Chris food poisoning. So this is my extent of my Waffle House. So for me, it's gonna be an F tier.
Yep, I agree fully.
This is
It
also
is
part of the
literally
reason. Sorry to interrupt, Michael, but this is part of the
no, no,
reason
no.
why for the punishment, I think someone for our fantasy football tournament, someone should have to spend 24 hours in a Waffle House, and then have
That
each
is
and
asking someone to die.
no. Well, so they can decrease the time by an hour for each waffle they eat fully.
That's
Mm,
devious.
how big are the waffles?
They're decent.
I don't know. Take a look.
They're decent size.
They're pretty
Oh
That's
decently sized. Yeah,
fuck,
pretty
dude.
decently
Those okay?
sized.
Those no, those are massive.
Pretty decently sized waffles. Hey, well, right now the only two things I've heard is either this or Jake's suggestion, which is someone who of the loser takes a dildo up the ass and records themselves taking a dildo up the ass. So I think mine's the lesser of two evils, but this is
I'd rather I will apply and work at a Waffle House before any of those other ideas.
before you take a dildo up the ass.
Yeah.
Jake said it's only 6 inches. He said it's not that bad. This was what Jake said.
Put it in F tier and move on, please.
Yeah, you can put it in F tier. I've got no real opinion about
No
it.
real
Yeah.
opinions on Waffle House? Okay.
Yeah,
Wawa.
Never
Michael,
had.
just had Wawa?
never. Yeah, never had it.
So Wawa, are you guys familiar with Wawa at all?
No.
Any?
No clue.
So Wawa is actually a gas station. Primarily they're a
Oh,
gas
Okay.
so
station.
we didn't put fucking Bucky's on this
No,
list.
they didn't put Buc-ee's,
Yeah.
which
They
surprises
didn't
me.
put Bucky. Oh my god, this is
But
sucks.
yeah, so Wawa's is a gas station. But they do have like a little bit of a food counter, and the food it's like some people really like it. I know Chris actually loves Wawa's. The one time I had it, it was all right. it was not the worst food in the world, but it really wasn't. It wasn't even average food. Like this is like in my mind a perfect candidate for D tier. Genuinely, I'm just gonna
Okay.
throw it there. We keep chugging along. Wendy's.
Wendy's is good, but it's not great.
I think I've never had Wendy's.
Okay. Michael, where would you put it?
Mm, Wendy's. I do enjoy their burger size, and their fries are decent. C tier.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe are the Wendy's burgers the ones that are square.
Square. They're
Yeah,
square.
the square burgers. I always like that a lot about the Wendy's burgers. And in my opinion, another crazy hot take here from the Brian Healy hot take store. The chicken nuggets at Wendy's are the best chicken nuggets that you can get anywhere.
I've heard that someone else said that before. I've never tried them, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I also
I'm
the only thing I mainly get at Wendy's is the Frosties
Frosties are
because they're
fantastic.
amazing.
Frosties are fantastic. I think the burgers are really good too. Very, very appetizing. You can get the Biggie Bag meal right now at Wendy's,
I've heard about
which
that.
is
Yeah.
a burger, some chicken, some nuggets, some fries, and a drink. And the drink can be a Frosty, and you can get that all for like 8.59 or something like that. Very, very good
Oh,
price.
it's a very
Um,
good price.
yeah. Uh, but yes. So for me, because this is literally in my mind the best chicken nuggets that are available in terms of fast food, this is an A tier for me.
I will let you
Um,
have that.
no, no, no. You said C, right? So we'll put it
We'll
in B.
compromise on B.
Yeah, we'll put it in B.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
Whataburger.
Here we go. The
I've
big
never had
slugger.
it. Never had it.
Whataburger is the Texas burger joint.
Okay.
Um, it is the rival and the highest contender with the most backing against In-N-Out. And I am a firm supporter of Whataburger and In-N-Out being on the same tier. For the simple reason being, you go to In-N-Out for a burger. You know what you're getting, you know how it's going to taste, and that you're not going to be overwhelmed by the menu, right? Issue with In-N-Out is it is not a 24/7 restaurant like Whataburger is. Whataburger is a 24/7
That's
with
big.
with a huge variety menu, right? They have some of the most iconic fast food like orders out there. They got the patty melt. Patty melt is easy S tier if we're ranking foods alone. Patty melts, their basic burgers are great. Their spicy ketchup that they provide is one of the best sauces on the market. Um, they have some amazing seasonal things like the buffalo chicken ranch sandwich is like god tier. Like they just make god tier food. Um, Whataburger, like I said, is a huge contender against In-N-Out, especially here in Texas. And I'm a firm believer that they both can sit happily in S tier.
Okay, Matt, you've never had it, right?
No.
Okay, I've never had it. So we're taking Mike's word.
I've
Okay,
also never had White Castle.
I have.
I have to. I'm happy to take the first stab if you want.
Go, please.
Speaking. I think White Castle is fine. Again, in my mind, nothing special. Really, till I lost a lot of energy.
I'm still holding on. We got three more.
uh, as I was saying, I like their burgers, the little sliders they have that you can get, and White Castle also remembers. I see that, and White Castle, I'm also like White Castle just because of the movie Hail and Kumar Go to White Castle.
I was gonna bring that up in
Yeah,
my spiel too.
every time I think of that movie, I think about White Castle, and yeah, White Castle, it's like not a bad place. Um, yeah, I don't know. For me, it'd probably be low C tier, maybe high D tier, depending on my own tier.
Okay. For me, White Castle has two memories in it. One being my mother would not stop buying the freezer White
Oh
Castle
my
burgers
God, I forgot
for
about
us.
those. But yes, my mom was the same way.
I am absolutely disgusted by those burgers. They're just maybe okay, obviously it is not the ones made in the restaurant, right? It is not the food I've actually, I guess you can say I've never actually gone to White Castle, but I've eaten the brand enough to know it is just like this could be just like dog water secondhand packaging stuff. But I've just had it way too often, way too much because it was just cheap bulk little burger sliders, and you're just like she would just buy that and be like, all right, cool, I got dinner for the next like 3-4 days, kind of thing. And it just doesn't sit well. And if its popularity is from a movie, and that's what most people associate the burger joint with is the movie instead of the food, it doesn't seem like that good of a restaurant. Same thing with what was the other one we talked about? Sabaro. Like, yes, it could probably be popular in its own market, but if I, as someone who has traveled very far across the United States, have only known it from movies, it can't be that memorable. So I will agree with with the tier you said D.
Yeah, I said like
Yeah, I
for
will.
my
I will agree with D
would be
tier.
like high D tier in my own person. Yeah, I think D doing what you said. Wiener Schnitzel, I've never had it.
Matt,
Matthew?
I've only had the fries and the shake. Shake is okay. Fries are also okay. I would probably put it in D tier because the rest of its menu honestly terrifies me.
it's disgusting.
It
I've
looks
had it. I've had
disgusting.
the corn dogs. I've had the hot dogs. I've had the chili dogs. It just doesn't. It's just not appealing. You order it off the menu. They have their picture obviously to make it look better, but it doesn't look better. You get it in this like cardboard box with like saran wrap top so you can see the chili dog, and it just looks like they shat on on the dog. And like the only reason I don't want to put it F tier is because I remember the old style of Wiener Schnitzel, especially the one on whatever main street in San Jose was. Sheridan, I think, maybe Pleasanton, one of those two big like busy main streets that go like almost through all of San Jose, had a Wiener Schnitzel on it. It used to be by the Barnes and Noble, and where they put in a Trader Joe's.
Mm.
And the style drive-through was my favorite thing ever because you pull in and instead of going around the building, you go under like the building's like in sections, and you go through the middle of it to the window, and that was just so cool as a kid. So with that, I will say D tier. I will agree because I liked the building.
Okay. And then finally Wingstop.
Finally,
I've been so excited to talk about Wingstop.
All right,
I
talk
don't
to your heart's content. Let's
do
hear
it.
it.
Let's hear it.
I don't know about y'all, but I initially when I saw this, I was like, "Oh, easy A tier." But the more that I think about it, I might put it into S tier because you can, if I remember right, it's been a while since I've been there because it's a lot to eat at once. You can really get like as much as you want from this place, and it's not gonna like break your wallet. They're one of the few places on here that actually serves grains, like real grains. They got the carrots and they got the celery
That was
sticks.
something I had.
Okay.
And their fries, pretty damn good. I think they have garlic fries too, or like Cajun fries. Those are good too.
Cajun fries are great.
The the wrapping of everything, like even the messy wings, it's not so much that it'll get the outside dirty and like fuck up everything in your car or anything it touches. Now the wings, good spread on flavors and a good like spread on like types of flavors. Like we got the good spices, we got the good savories, and we even got some good sweets, and we got some good basic ones for the white people out there. Mango habanero is like one of the most undefeated wing flavors that I've ever encountered, and there's really nothing else to talk about. Um, this is I'm gonna put it in S tier. I could settle for a high A tier, like top of A tier, but it's a S tier for me.
Okay. Brian?
I mostly agree with everything Matt said, except I mean the greens factor was a big thing for me. Um, I think ultimately just comes down to that I'm not a big wings guy. I know I can get boneless wings and you know, but
Hmm.
even then, kind of like I don't know. I've just never been like a wings head. So maybe I haven't just given it a fair shot. But for me, I'd probably it like at a high beat, my own person.
Okay.
Okay.
For Wingstop, I would say I'm not a huge wing guy either, but I do enjoy wings from time to time. I've obviously been to better places that have given out wings, but if we're talking on a fast food sake, it is definitely top of the list. The few times I've gone, I've had no issue. Their flavors are amazing. Their variety is great. Um, I'm not a huge fan. This is just like a general statement, but like when people call boneless wings instead of chicken nuggets, that's just something I find weird. I think it's just trying to deny the fact of what you want to eat, trying to make it sound like an adult food as to what it really is.
Very fair.
But I'm not against getting them. You know, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I just don't get why they're called that. But anyway, back to Wingstop itself. Like I said, I've had no issue with it. If it being the only wing option on this menu that we've consulted for these past couple hours, I would say it is definitely an S tier.
Yeah. There you have it, folks.
There you go. I feel
2
like that's
hours
pretty
and
good.
15 minutes later.
That is actually a pretty good
This
spread.
is
I
good.
think we covered quite a bit.
We covered. It was a good spread. Obviously, I'm sure all of us have some things we disagree with slightly.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A's being
Honestly,
too high up there.
I'm pretty okay with Chick-fil-A is too high up there. I'm pretty okay with mostly everything on here.
Yeah, I.
Like there's nothing that has me like screaming at the stream, you
It's too
know?
late, Brian. It's already over.
Well, like I remember we're not ranking the tiers. Remember?
I know. It's just
What
I.
you think? You guys think it's
It's,
C tier? Really?
Yeah, I would put it.
I'd put C tier.
Ah!
You have to remember what's right next to it, Matthew.
Yeah,
So
you're right.
I fought long and hard for Canes, and I will die on those
So you say
hills
it's worse
if
than
I
Torchy's
absolutely
tacos,
have to.
Matthew?
I thought we were doing ranking.
That's a
No,
little hard for
I
me.
know. I'm just comparing these. 'Cause
Uh,
Matthew's the only one who had Torchy's tacos.
I'll put it above the Torchies.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
I
we
was
can.
just saying. So then maybe it should be B tier.
Yeah, we can.
It's
Sorry, we
fine.
can leave
No,
it in
it's
B tier.
fine where it is. I
Okay. Okay.
fully agree.
It's because
All
once you
right.
said the chicken, I started thinking about JoJo's, and it's just like nothing really,
All right. All
nothing
right.
really
Well,
touches that.
I'm gonna stop recording right